Hey, what's up? Johnny Neutron here.
Johnny Neutron, is that you?
Yes, me.
Oh, whose birthday? Happy birthday. Come on.
Keep the door open.
You. Everyone in the room, come on. How many times have I done yours?
You used to do
Fuck
him.
you, you son of a bitch. Fuck you, man.
Tonight, someone's getting their dicks out.
Yeah, you're right.
It's me, walking down the street, feeling so good to me. Yeah.
Which actor does he look like?
He's in America right now.
But a Korean actor?
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Day Kim?
Oh my God, no.
It's like Jedi mind tricks, but I'm Jabba.
You have to be like, hello, welcome to TigerBelly.
Yeah, like that, just like that.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Episode 183, Theo Von and Slampy the Dwarf.
But you don't watch Game of Thrones?
No, I don't watch that kind of stuff.
What do you mean?
Just people fighting in the past and all of that.
Wait.
I'm more like
It's
about...
not a historical document about the past. This is something that really happened. No, it's not.
Yeah,
It's like
I don't watch
Queen
that
Elizabeth.
kind of stuff.
No, it's not that kind of stuff, bro.
Well, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll read up on it a little bit.
No. Look at me. No. You know what, dude? I'm tired. Dude,
I'm tired too, man. What time is it?
I know. I know.
My arms hurt too.
No. You're gonna do a couple more minutes.
Yeah, I am.
You're gonna do a couple more minutes while I grill you.
Okay, grill away, dude.
I will, dude. All right.
Damn.
I'm tired of your shit.
Wake
right
up
now,
with
dude.
the king, huh? This dude's fucking making burgers over here.
Yeah. I'm tired of your shit right now,
Burger
dude.
King, bro.
Because you know what you like to do? You like to distract me.
I do?
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
with your
man.
fucking word games, dude.
No, I do not,
Yeah, you
bro.
do.
No,
And
I
here's-
don't.
Yeah, you do.
What are
With
some
your
techniques?
Don't do that again either.
What is
that?
Take this away from me.
It's a couple
fuck,
pieces of glass
You've had
hitting
too much
each other.
morning blitz. Way too much morning blitz, dude.
Wait,
Yeah,
Dude, let me tell you this.
Yeah.
The morning blitz, bro,
Yeah.
is starting a fucking hell of an afternoon in my ass, bro.
Yeah.
I will say that, dude.
Yeah. What I'm saying
It
to you,
is daylight fucking savings time in my asshole right now. That morning blitz is wild.
yeah, but you know,
You look nice tonight, man.
no, don't do that.
Oh,
Don't do
compliment.
that right now. Don't do that right now.
My
dude.
bad.
No, what I'm saying to you is this, okay? This is this.
Okay.
Is that what I say that a lot, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, don't be apologize. It's not a bad thing.
All right.
It's a great show. I think you'd really like it. It's like in terms of pop culture, I think there's not a better show out there.
What, TigerBelly?
No, I mean Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen it.
I know you haven't. See,
Wow, he
I'll
does a
watch it.
groundhog.
I know.
to
See
you.
what are you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah,
See,
yeah.
you- I know. I'm not gonna let him do it.
He's not gonna groundhog you?
Yeah, you have little. No, I know what you're doing. You have
guy.
little defense mechanisms that you do, right? And then you try to divert me, and I go, "Oh yeah, okay, I guess." It's like Jedi mind tricks, but I'm Jabba. It doesn't work with me. You're fucking shit.
I didn't do it, man.
I don't see that. Yeah, I'm not accusing you of doing anything, dude.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. You're not a dummy. You're a bright young man.
Oh, you watch it.
What's happening? That's you.
You watch it,
Yeah, you
guy.
watch it, dude, guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, what are these prescription pills on the table?
It's fucking for my panic attacks.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's actually for his high blood
My
pressure.
high blood
Oh,
pressure.
really?
Yeah.
You have high blood pressure?
Yeah, I do.
Dude.
I'm about to stroke out.
Back off the tea. What is that drug that they're always putting in Asian people's food?
MSG.
MSG.
Yeah.
Back off the MSG, daddy. You out there fucking putting speakers in your car and fucking
Yeah.
sipping on soy sauce, dude. Back off.
What?
That's actually good advice. You should scale back on the
I'm going to
soy
scale
sauce.
back on the soy sauce.
Okay, well, right.
Right now we're getting somewhere, all right? But I listen, right? You gave me a suggestion. I listen.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So, no, don't apologize because there's nothing to apologize for.
All right.
You're going to watch Game of Thrones.
Okay, I'll watch it.
Every episode.
No, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
shouldn't have said okay.
Yeah. You said okay, and that's a promise.
How many episodes are there?
7 seasons.
Fuck, man. How
10
many
seasons. 10 seasons an episode.
10 episodes per season.
70 episodes. And what's it about?
It's about the past. The past.
At the past.
Fighting in the past.
I got fucking shit to do, man.
No, you're gonna do it.
The more Bobby
Bonus belly with
takes
Andrew
on, the more he
Santino.
just
You hit the
falls
nail
to
with the
pieces.
nail.
The more that's on you, the more you just shit the bed.
No, the point I wanted to make is that
If you did ever do a special, would you take your clothes off?
no,
Why do you do it now then?
to kill time.
You genuinely you pull out your penis because you're like, that's it. I've got nothing left.
Yeah. But can I say this?
No,
And ask any of my openers.
Huh?
Ask any of my openers.
I don't.
You're-
I don't talk to your openers.
That's fine. That's fine.
No, seriously.
That's fine.
I don't.
That's
I
fine.
don't know who opens for you.
But
tell me who opens
my
for you.
closing bit. It destroys.
The penis tuck go through the vortex.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the dick tuck get on the stool, go through the vortex, does destroy.
Pretty good laugh.
What do you mean? What do you don't close with your dick every time though?
No.
No.
Do you get permission from the club?
No. They don't. They're not allowed to give me notes.
No. That's not a note. That's illegal.
No, it's not.
It's a legal thing.
No, I go. What are the legalities of the city? You don't think I go in and say what the laws are?
Do you think certain races were allowed to get naked on stage? Like Asians, everyone's like, sure.
That's why I do it. I feel like it doesn't apply to me.
The opposite on Instagram, because let's say, for instance, Steve-O can put as many naked pictures of himself,
And he
and if
doesn't-
Bobby does even one that might suggest nudity, it's out.
And you get striked, and you get a strike
Yeah.
against you.
I have 2 strikes right now. One of them was me
I have
naked, but my girlfriend covering my penis. Mm-hmm. That flagged, yanked. But then I see not Steve-O, but other comics like Eric Andre, full on dick shot.
He put his dick out.
Yeah,
He put his dick on Instagram, and he was fine.
I screenshotted it
right.
He got verified.
Do you still have it?
for my memory.
Probably somewhere. Yeah, but
He does have a
big
Very nice.
dick.
Well, then you should be able to post it. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you have a nice penis, you should be able to show it.
I think if
Here's the difference. You either have a really nice penis, you should be able to show it at free will, or you have your kind of penis, and you should be able to show it at free will. If you have a regular penis, nobody wants to see it.
what's my kind of penis?
The opposite of a really nice
No,
penis.
but what is it? What is it? What is my kind of penis? That's fucking rude.
You know what kind of penis your penis is.
It works.
It's a bit. Your penis is a bit. You want me to say it? Your penis is a bit. I have a regular run-of-the-mill penis. Your penis is
It's a little tiny bit.
it's hilarious.
It's a little tiny bit.
It's not small. It's just funny. You have a funny penis. I'm not demeaning the
Thank you.
size.
Honestly,
You have a funny penis. It's not small. It's
and
a
I
funny
do things
penis.
to make it funnier.
You do.
Yeah, it's more wrinkly, the sack.
By the way, the hairier your pubes get, and the more defined your little nutsack gets.
Yeah.
It looks like, you know how statues have very like bushy, Michael, they have very bushy pubes and very smooth nuts and a smooth little penis with a little tiny head.
Yeah.
It's perfect. You have a perfect little funny penis.
Wow.
That's it. It's a funny penis. And you should be proud.
That's better than you saying that I'm funny.
You are funny.
I know, but that's a nice compliment. Thank you.
You have a funny penis. You have a funny brain.
Episode
Yeah,
213.
all the men's
Uma.
doing that.
All the man's doing
Yeah,
that.
all men's are animals,
Oh fuck yeah.
including my husband,
I
great
know.
husband. I have to including him, so nobody say bad things for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Would you say, Mom, that George, him,
Uh-huh.
is the ugliest guy in the room?
You. Why George?
That backfired. What the heck?
Why? George, he starts to sit
Fuck.
there and do nothing.
Fuck this guy, Mom. All right.
So that's Steven's friend, right?
Oh,
That's my
fucking
friend.
best friend.
That's
Oh,
my best
Oh, it's
right.
It's an alliance.
right,
It's an
yeah.
alliance. Yeah.
You have no idea who you're in bed with right now.
That's okay.
It's okay,
I
right,
don't
okay.
care
Yeah.
private life.
Yeah, Steve, these guys and my brother's relationship is so deep. Yeah, so don't even bring them up.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
I don't like deep. Shallow. Don't say that.
I won't say
because
shallow.
I'm getting something
Shallow.
else.
All right, I'll go.
Shallow.
I'll go.
Shallow.
Okay.
I look innocent, but I know everything about men and women.
I know you do. I
yeah.
know. I also want to say.
Episode
to you that,
177.
first
Michael
time we
Bisping
ever
and
met.
the Chinese
Yeah.
proverb.
No,
I know you heard some things I said.
This is the only reason I'm here.
It is.
Because your little fucking TigerBelly crew are being misinformed.
Yeah,
What do they call you people? The TigerBelly?
Sleepers.
Sleepers.
The sleepers.
Yeah,
All you
the
fucking
sleepers.
sleepers have been lied to.
Yeah.
Okay?
What is the lie? Go ahead.
What the fuck? I saw this little clip do the rounds.
Yeah, go
You're
ahead.
sitting there in your little fucking office with your sycophants. You're all like, And Michael Bisping, he just ignored me.
Yeah,
And he didn't get a picture with me or
yeah.
anything. That's not how it went down at all. Shame on you.
No, first of all, Michael, I want to say this.
Don't
okay?
stand up because it doesn't look any different to sitting down.
You son of a bitch.
It's like
You son of a bitch.
It's like you leaned forward.
Yeah. That was very funny. Very funny. But let me say something.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you the way it went down.
Give your version.
Yeah.
And I'll give mine.
Okay.
For the what are they called again?
Sleepers.
Silly
Okay,
name.
so every once in a while, because Joe Rogan is a stand-up. He's a long-time friend of mine. I've known him for 20 years, 25 years. Love him. Great guy. But so a lot of I'm a huge UFC fan. So who's that little guy from Sacramento that I like?
Uriah Faber.
Uriah Faber, right?
Yeah.
Uriah Faber, man, he's a nice guy. We hugged, this and that. But then when I saw Bisping, Michael, for this first time there, I literally was struck. I was just like, oh, fuck, that's Michael Bisping, right? And I tried to come up to you, and I said, you were very nice, but I said, hey, man, I'm a big fan. And you were, because when I was at the grocery store, and people come up to me and go, oh, you're very funny. And you want to be cordial, right? But I also, if that person that said hi to me was Josh Groban, right? And right?
Okay.
And I blew him off, right? I bet that Josh Groban would probably be a little mad. So he was at the Comedy Store where...
First of all, I don't know who Josh Groban is. Okay, so I've got zero context on what you're saying.
Right,
An opera singer.
He's an opera singer.
So you said if I was at the opera.
Right.
Okay,
He's an opera singer.
I'm always at the opera.
Yeah. Right. So when Michael's business was there, he said very nice, but he kind of just walked away, and I wanted some, you know what I mean?
Wait, did you ask for the photo?
No, I didn't really.
Okay, then.
But he did walk away,
Wait,
though.
hold on. Already, it's a different
just
version
stop.
of the story you told here.
Already, and here's the reality.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not, when I say this,
Yeah.
by the way,
By
the way, massive fan, hence why I'm here. Hence why I drove up from fucking Orange County.
Thank you.
I did an audition, and I waited for 3.5 hours. My audition was at 5:30. I was half asleep half an hour ago, okay?
Yeah.
I was just pounding some coffee, and now I'm drinking this shite to try and stay awake, and I'm very happy to be here. You're a hilarious comedian. I'd never met you before.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Hold on.
I know.
We're getting to the point.
Yeah.
The long-suffering Mrs. Bisping that's at home, God bless her, she doesn't get out very often.
Yes.
She's got 3 kids. I travel a lot. I took her out. We went out for a nice dinner and we went to go watch some comics. And a lot of the time, and I'm not trying to say that I'm a fucking big deal or anything like that, but a lot of the time you stop and you take pictures and this and that, and then after a while you got to say, okay, because I'm here with my wife and I'm giving her a good time. And I'd done about 10 pictures in a row while she's standing there like a fucking lump of cheese, right, doing nothing. So then after that, I'm like, okay, all right, babe, let's go in. And then you, after that, said, I'm like, nah, sorry, mate, we're done. Picture time is over.
Right.
You should start doing that.
Now, let me say something.
Right? So,
when you
fair or not fair, sorry if I didn't put a random stranger before my wife. I'm so sorry. I know you're the great Bobby Lee, and the Comedy Store is your house, and you're totally right. It is your house, but we'd never met, and that's the mother of my children.
Right. You know what? And the way
it's okay. I accept your apology.
Get your fucking English.
It's fine. It's
English
fine.
Fucking paws out of my face right now.
You weren't to know, Bobby.
All right.
You weren't to know.
All right.
He was devastated, though. He called me immediately after. He ran to the parking lot, and he was like, "You won't believe what happened. I just got turned down by Mike Bisping." He was in tears.
Well, for one,
right. But can I say this?
Please,
can I say this?
Please go ahead.
You did give me a photo.
I did.
Yes, afterwards.
I remember it. I was standing at the bar with Joey Diaz.
Yes, with Diaz, and I walked up because when you were talking to Diaz, that then I seized my opportunity, and we took the photo. You know what? I was just talking out of my ass, right? Just talking shit, or whatever.
Yeah, of course.
Not thinking that you're ever gonna fucking hear it.
It's okay.
No, I'm just saying.
Look, I do it all the time. If I was held accountable for every piece of dog shit that came out of my mouth, I'd probably be in prison.
Yeah.
Or excommunicated from whoever I know.
And I want to say this too is that
because never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Right.
With a regular friend.
Episode 185.
He's
Craig
always telling her to
Ferguson.
go over.
Nothing
She seems to
changes
consider
if
it.
nothing changes.
She knows she has a boyfriend, but when they talk, she will stop replying and say she fell asleep. But really, she was with me. I'm starting nursing program soon, so my time will be devoted just to school, and I'll be going to bed early, giving her time to do what who knows.
You know what?
she
I don't
did
even
that.
want to be with this guy. You know what I mean? It's like Go the fuck up. You've got enough information. Leave.
Wow.
Leave.
See, we dingle dangle in these things, but that's the truth.
No, this is actually leave.
Yeah,
leave.
Get out of the situation.
Get
another email.
Yeah, there's.
Should I read his question?
Find someone who treats you better.
What's the question?
He said, "Should I confront her and risk?"
The greatest thing I ever did to break up with somebody was make him believe that he had done nothing wrong, cook him a meal, did the laundry, cleaned the house, and just got the fuck out of there.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And never, no retaliation, no confrontation, just I got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, you have another email online. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Gilbert.
For a couple months now, I've been dealing with a real toxic friendship. I've been friends with this guy for more than 2 years.
Leave!
It's my father. And whenever I hang out with him or our 2 other friends, I always end up paying for everything. Food, concert, movie tickets, everything. I still don't get any respect. He makes fun of my mom's business of taking care of old people, my literate dad, and my dead dog, just to name a few things. I feel like
you make fun of somebody's dead dog. Hey, your dog's still dead? Loser. I got a live dog. Hey, bark, Mr. Scraps. Ruff, ruff. Yeah, can your dog do that? No. Quit hitting yourself.
There's the answer.
Same.
Yeah, how do I get out of the friendship?
Leave.
Fucking leave.
Is that it?
And then there's 10 questions about guys saying, I'm afraid to talk to this girl in my class. How do I do it?
That's what we've been getting lately.
It's a lot.
Right. Let's put all those ones in an umbrella, in a package,
Afraid to talk to
and
a girl.
answer all of them, all right? You do it or you don't.
Young men afraid to talk to young women?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's hard. It's hard to be a young man that talks to young women. It's frightening.
Yeah, but I can say this, though. I was that guy as well growing up, and I never talked to them, and I was never with them. It did motivate me to do stand-up later in life, to like, I got to figure something out, But I do regret all those things, so it's like, if you don't, you're going to regret it, I think. Right or no?
Yeah, I think that, I think maybe, look, I think we can all agree on something, right? Like, I'm, by a long fucking way, the coolest person in this room.
And, 100%? Yeah.
Right. So,
why not?
I'm very cool. And here's what makes me very cool. I'll talk to you, no matter who you are, the same way. If you're Desmond Tutu, Kurt Russell, or a gardener who's fixing a fountain, you will get the same respect from me.
Yeah.
Because you're a human being, you treat human beings with respect and expect to be treated the same way. I expect to be treated the same way. So if you're a young man and you're nervous about talking to a young woman, maybe you could give her the information and say, I'm nervous to talk to you. I want to talk to you, but I'm nervous to talk to you, because that's what you would. That's you giving. First of all, you're being vulnerable, but also what you're doing is you're treating someone with respect, with information. Mm-hmm. Say, look, I'm nervous to talk to you.
Oh, and it's so endearing, and you're so right.
I know. I wish I came up with that.
If someone,
why did I come up with that?
What did you do?
Tries to mask.
Yeah,
it.
like putting on a
technique.
I'm a failure today. That was the right answer.
No, you're doing great.
Yeah, no. yeah, you be vulnerable.
No, I just tell the truth. It's not so much be vulnerable. It's not act vulnerable.
Right.
Just be truthful, man.
Yeah, just be truthful.
Just be who you are.
Right.
There's no magic line. There's no magic. Well, there is a magic button, but that comes much later.
There is a magic button. We don't touch, but yeah.
But the magic button is for way later on.
Yeah.
And you have to be asked to touch the magic button. So that's a different thing.
It's a great button, though, is it not?
Oh my God.
It just sticks out like that.
Oh.
Right.
Like what?
Like that? Like opening this? And there's a little button. Yeah.
Hey guys, we're taking a quick break to share some of our favorite sponsors with you.
The Ridge Wallet, you can't live without it. I love it so much. It's American dreams. Yeah.
That's a good song.
Thank you. I cannot leave the house without my Ridge. It has the most important things, aside from I can't fit my girlfriend or my brother or my mom in there, but the most important things that are like objects, right, are my credit cards, my identification, my cash, and those things are so important to me that I would not put. It's like when I put myself into Khalyla, I want high quality, and that's why Khalyla's high quality, and that's why I'm dating her, because she has everything, right? The Ridge wallet is the Khalyla of wallets.
Wow.
Okay. It's the Khalyla of wallets, and if you
Greatest compliment I've ever received.
if you think that
Wait, hold on. Am I aluminum, titanium, or carbon fiber? True. Wait, think before you answer.
Yeah.
What's the most expensive, Bobby?
You are mud skin colored.
Yes, the highest quality.
What is it? RFID?
No.
What is it? What is it?
Carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber. You're
You are the
carbon fiber, baby.
Thank you.
Honestly, and also when I go on the road and I see other papayas and they go, I got a Ridge wallet, I really like it. I think it's I feel confident about
It's like our club jacket.
It is. Tell them.
Guys, get 10% off today with free worldwide shipping by going to ridge.com/slept. That's ridge.com/slept. And use the code SLEPT, SLEPT, link in the description.
If
Episode
you
175.
text back and there's a spelling
Crystalia loves
mistake,
a
it's
silly
fucking
goose time.
subtle way of saying, this is my house.
Oh, right.
I didn't check.
Can I add something?
Yeah, what?
So, yeah, I'm around, and I'll just put a Z right here, and then can I just do that?
Let me see it. Let me
So
fucking
look
see
at
it.
yeah. Sorry, I'm around B, and then the Z.
Let me see it.
I'll show you.
It's now bzz.
There you go. Well, yeah, that's a good one. I'm
That's a good
around
one.
bizz.
And then can I put some sort of like
Emoji?
like a hashtag?
He's gonna think you lost your fucking mind.
I would put an
It's too much.
I would put an ad.
I think it's too much. But
Let me
go
put
for
an
it.
ad. Oh yeah.
You got to be a little subtle about it.
So yeah, sorry, I'm around
Yep.
Z
Yeah.
at.
That's like
Yeah.
like you're on the treadmill.
Yeah.
I'm on the treadmill.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll say that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's better when it seems like you're just kind of like you're like, oh, I put a B in there, fuck it, sent that, I didn't check it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're on the move.
Can I also say something else about you?
But my rule is.
Oh, the rule, yeah.
But my rule
Oh,
is.
shit.
This is
My
like
bad.
Pulp
What is
Fiction.
the
We're
rule?
going back to the fucking shit.
Yeah.
If I'm down for a silly goose time and that's it. Okay. Now, if you leave your phone out unattended with no code on it,
Yeah.
and you look the other way,
Yeah.
and I got a spot to have a fucking silly goose time, if there's a fucking a moment in time where I could take this fucking time
Yeah.
from a regular time and fucking raise it up to a silly goose time, I'm gonna grab your phone and tweet out some shit.
Yeah.
And do you know why?
Why?
Because that's your ass. You
Right.
fucking left the phone out.
Right.
You left the phone out. Now, if I know the code and your phone is locked,
Yeah.
I won't do it. Because you locked your phone like a fucking human is supposed to do it.
I'm going to tell you my code.
I don't want to know the code.
I'm going to tell you it anyway. It's 2222222.
Okay, well, I'll tell you this.
What?
If you leave it locked,
I'm going to leave it
I
locked.
still won't unlock it.
Okay,
If
good.
you leave it
Thank you.
unlocked,
All right.
I'll still fucking.
Can I ask
I'm
you?
down for
Can
silly
I
goose
ask you a question?
Okay, what?
All right. You think when geese is hanging out,
Yeah.
and they're having a goofy time,
Yeah.
they're having a silly human time?
I don't know, dude. That's like some fucking 90s comedy, dude.
When I threw it out there, did I not?
I
And
really
I stood up.
appreciate that you did, and it's good that you
yeah.
stood up, and it's whatever, dude.
Yeah. It's a good one, huh?
That's a good one. Dude, listen to my podcast if you're listening to this. After this, go to fucking my podcast, listen to my podcast.
Can I say something right now? Don't look down on my podcast.
I'm not looking down
Because
on
my
your podcast.
We have a little army going on.
I think
here.
your podcast is
We have a
great,
little army
dude.
going on right now, all right?
Sometimes I watch the clips on YouTube of your own
we
podcast.
Have,
I do
we have
that.
a little cult thing happening.
I get it.
Right? And my guys might not be as many as your guys.
Maybe it is.
But my guys are assassins.
Okay, dude.
And they're a part of my slept kingdom.
If I,
We're like Lyanna Stark.
Yeah.
Small
I'm going to
but
wind up
mighty.
dead. I'm going to wind up dead
Yeah.
because you said that, and that's not
Not
cool.
only that, we have little birds out there. And my little birds, dude, have fucking power.
Tweet.
They tweet. They have artists. They're artists.
Yeah.
They're fucking hackers.
Okay.
And they
Oh
get
my
into
God.
it. All right. So don't challenge. They get it, and don't challenge my fucking empire right here, my friend.
When did I do that?
Because I don't like your tone right now.
Nah, dude, it's
And
not.
I was gonna plug yours.
We're
because
all fucking friends here,
I
man.
know we are, but can I say this too?
All right.
How many times have I done yours?
I have never had a guest.
Do you even know how his podcast works?
I watch
I
clips
refuse.
of yours.
I
I watch
refuse.
clips of yours. I watch clips of yours. I'm a good guy. I watch fucking clips of yours.
He watches clips of yours.
Yeah.
I make
Yeah.
On your
Yeah.
next podcast,
Nice, thank you.
I won't be on it, but you're gonna open with "Listen to TigerBelly."
Okay. And I will because I'm a good friend.
You will.
Yep.
And I will listen to that one, whatever the next one is.
You don't have to listen to the whole fucking thing.
I know. I want to listen to the whole thing.
Okay. That'd
And
be weird.
I'm gonna say something
Just call
else
me.
to you, and I want to look in your eyes.
Okay.
Okay. Not that there is one, but if there was ever a war between you and Theo Von,
Yeah.
if there was ever a war,
Sure.
you have my assurance.
Yeah.
The Slep Kingdom, my people, the papayas, will back you.
I like that.
You're the king of the North.
That's very cool.
You're the king of the North, and my clan and my people are on your team.
Thank you.
Fuck the Rat King.
Alas.
I love him as a person.
Yeah.
Right? I love him as a Rat King.
But
right?
he's the guy who gets his dick cut off in the Game of Thrones.
He's Reek.
Yep.
That's true, right?
Yep.
And then you're Jon Snow, right?
That's
right. And he's the one that like it's like I don't know what to do. My
Right.
sister was captured, and then you give him like man up, go get her, your sister, do what you have to do, right?
Yep.
You're that guy.
Who are you?
Yeah. What?
Who are you?
I'm I'm dead in it. I'm Littlefinger.
You're a guy on a different
I died.
show. You're a guy on a different show.
But this
Episode
was-
189. Sosie Bacon is fresh.
But that's not what that's not why I'm throwing it out there, because I know why it is because of my the TigerBelly fans. You guys are so 100% magnificent. How do you say it? Magnificent.
Or magnificent.
It's magnificent, right?
Magnificent Cole. Yeah.
Oh, hey man.
Yeah.
Don't be like that right now, man.
I like it.
Okay.
Let him rise, Gilbert.
Let me rise. Yeah.
Let
Let me
be born. Yeah.
And then so I've been doing some meet and greets after the show, and I've noticed something different. I've been noticing every show.
Yeah.
I'm so scared to say it.
Why is Khalyla?
Especially
He's
when
not scared to say it. He can't wait to say it.
So when some women when they meet me,
Yeah.
they burst into tears.
Oh God. He's really proud of us, guys.
They burst into tears when they meet me. And then it's like I don't know what to do. It's like, am I special?
And this has never happened before.
It's never happened before in my life, dude. They start like tears, and I go, "What are you crying? Did someone die?" And they're no, I'm just nervous, and they're like, just because you don't do meet and greet, and you're here, right? And I go, and part of me is like, don't cry, but then part of me like, should I start a cult? Like maybe I'm at that level of like persuasion, So that's been happening, and I don't really know how to.
But every day, every time I try to, even if I argue about one little thing, like, hey, pick up your underwear.
Yeah.
Do you know that people cry at my shows?
I don't do it every day, and I don't do it like that. Okay, now let's get into the back end of the program. Those are just little tidbits of information, that has occurred, and I just wanted to share it with, the people.
Some girl sent me a picture of herself crying while taking a photograph with you. So
Did she really?
yeah, I have the picture.
Well,
and I'm like,
and let me say this, okay? I'm not lying.
no, she was crying.
She was
legitimately. Even in the photo, she was still like,
Snot bubbles. I'm talking snot bubbles, bro.
okay, you're a phoenix.
Right?
Dude.
Anyway, we have, we don't have a lot of returning guests. We have maybe 2 or 3 people that have done it more than once. But this young woman coming here, very young, and she's fresh. And I don't mean that in like, she's just a nice, we love her. That's what I meant. She's, killing it right now. We saw that show, that HBO show.
Oh,
she was very good in every
You were
scene.
really good
So
in
good in
that
that fucking
show.
movie. The show I'm in.
And you played that's hard. 17-year-old she played.
You were so good in that movie.
Sure.
They should have done a second season because it was weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't say.
Episode 199. Eric Stone Street is
hey,
Eric Backstreet.
What was I going to ask you?
About our vacation in the Philippines.
Oh yeah, you went to the Philippines. Those pictures. I even took to. Did I message you on
Yeah,
direct?
you did.
On
You're like,
Instagram?
where are you guys?
Yeah, where are you guys? I was sliding into your girls' DMs.
I don't care because we love you. I love you so fucking much.
Oh my god.
He actually
No, honestly, I would love you so much, but you'd be one of those ones. One of the ones
Hall
where
pass?
if I walked into, my bedroom from the road, right, and you're eating her butthole, right?
Yeah.
You're eating her butthole.
Can you show me on the can?
Yeah, no, I would be like, oh,
He's really good at it.
Yeah. All right, dude. Stop.
Okay, but
And then I'd walk you out into the hallway. I go, dude, I'm gonna let that pass, right? But just don't do it again.
yeah, no problem. No problem.
Yeah.
Do you have any Kleenex?
Right. wet wipes.
Wet wipes?
Yeah, and you get on your face. Yeah.
Wait, has anybody ever walked in on you ever in having sex?
No. But we have a ton of animals. We have 6.
Yeah.
So it gets a little weird.
Yeah, I mean, I don't showcase publicly.
I'm not an exhibitionist.
Yeah,
No. I'm not saying on purpose. I'm just saying when you were a kid or exploring your own.
My dad.
Yeah, of
my
course,
dad.
all
My
the
dad. Because my parents' bathtub. I think I've said this before. My parents' bathtub in their bedroom had such a strong. You know what's the faucet?
Yeah.
Such a strong
water pressure.
Water pressure. I used to, as a kid, put my penis. Go on my hands and knees like this, right?
Yeah.
I go to my hands and knees like this, right? And then I would stick my penis, on the faucet. I would turn it on, and the way the water hit my penis, it would make me erect, right?
Yeah.
And so, I would jerk off a little bit like this.
How close did you have to get? Real close, I'll bet, huh?
To what? The faucet?
Yeah.
No, it felt good because of the distance between the faucet and my penis.
Oh, gotcha.
Just that it was a perfect, I think it was too close. The pressure would have been hurtful.
Yeah.
Right.
No, he's talking about close to the wall.
Yeah, because did the water just go between your penis and the wall? It's a small dick joke, buddy.
I know. I was just trying to defend myself.
But no.
Thank you. I was just trying to defend.
He really.
And then this is what so one day I was doing it, and this is what I hear. Right, and then I stopped jerking.
Yeah.
And I turned my head like this.
Yeah.
And my dad's going.
Laughing at you?
Laughing at me. And he just walked out of the bathtub. And we've never talked about it. It's not one of those things.
Your dad's still with us?
Yeah, he's still with us.
Mom too?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've never brought it up again.
Well, yeah, I don't.
Yeah. Because he's only laughed like that twice. That time.
Can I just say you were holding up 3 fingers right then? When you said twice. You said he's only done that. He's only laughed like that twice.
Yeah. I have carpal tunnel.
Okay.
So, no, I'm sorry. It's twice.
That's still 3.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Right. And the second time he did that is when I was in rehab. And I told him in front of the whole rehab that I was molested by a guy with Down syndrome. And he laughed like that too. In front of everybody.
Your whole family, right?
My whole family laughed. So those were the 2. And so people ask me, how come you're so glum and moody? That's why.
Really Episode 178. Dylan Francis shoots to the moon.
Yeah, don't worry, I got you. Wow. She kept getting me drinks the whole night, and then we were dancing, and she whispered in my ear, she goes, I want you to make my night nasty.
Wow, 18?
Yeah. And then we went to some different bar that somehow, I don't even know how I got into. There was a bar mitzvah that had happened earlier. It was like a hotel bar thing in San Francisco. We went into the bar mitzvah room, and I sat down on the bar mitzvah chair, and she gave me a hand job.
Why?
At a bar mitzvah?
In this bar mitzvah chair.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I never saw her again. And then my cousin fell asleep that night in the bathtub and almost killed himself. Very weird night.
Weird story.
Like a drowning?
Yeah, no, because he got so drunk and he was...
No, just cut that part out of the fucking story.
My bad.
You piece of shit.
Sorry. I got a hand job.
I hate when people do that.
I got a hand job. And my cousin almost killed himself.
That part doesn't need to be in the fucking movie.
My bad. Okay.
Add the witness.
Edit it.
So sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Fuck your cousin.
I got a hand job and then I never saw her.
Yeah.
That's it. I never got her
number. And then the
number.
credits roll down in the movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Wait,
Yeah.
so you didn't even do anything for her. She just
No, because she would. So after that, her friend kept being like, whatever her name was. I'll just say her name's Rachel. Rachel, we gotta go. And she was the one that wasn't, the friend that wasn't getting anything.
Yeah. Wow. Would you have been able to make her night nasty at 18?
No, absolutely not. I mean, the only nasty thing we did was I jizzed my pants on a fucking bar mitzvah chair.
Yeah.
She was sitting on top. It was the most awkward hand job too. It was just there's definitely a better place to do this.
She had carpal tunnel or
it's
something.
just weird and cool, and it's a bar mitzvah chair.
Nice calloused fingers.
13-year-old was sitting here before, and I know you're 18.
Are you Jewish?
Me, no.
Oh.
That's so weird.
I'm Jewish. I know the brucha. Baruch atah. I grew up in L.A. and all my friends are Jewish, so.
Yeah. What are you? I never asked.
My dad's what is it? Self-realizationist.
Ooh.
So I used to go to the Self-Realization Fellowship in Malibu.
Self-realizationalist.
Self-realizationist.
Okay, let me say it again. Say it again. Say it and I'll say it again. I'll say it. Why are you laughing at me? I have problems with words. Why are you laughing? Don't laugh. You're making me feel subconscious. yeah, but I want to learn.
Because you look really excited to say it.
I want to say it, but I want to learn.
Self-realizationist.
Self-realizationalist.
You're adding too much, babe. You're adding a list instead of ist.
Say it again.
Self-realizationist.
Self-realizationist.
Yes.
Wow. Yes.
Fuck.
So it's
Episode 207. Scorpion lashes with Fat Black.
Here.
I mean,
What
Eric
up?
Griffin.
My face so flat.
Your face so flat. How flat is it?
It's a pan.
It's flat as a pan. And then we got this white cracker. That's me. Casper motherfucker over here.
So much energy, bud.
You know what I mean? I know that was too aggressive.
That was
right?
scary. A little scary.
Yeah, that's why it's better coming from an
Asian guy
because it's not as aggressive. It don't sound so like honky. You know what I mean? It don't sound like that. So all right, I retract that. And then what am I supposed to?
He's always really nice to me.
My beautiful something.
I mean, no. In the beginning, he says my beautiful something, and then he progressively gets meaner and meaner.
Subtle.
Then he calls me bitch. Then he calls me all of that. But you got to wait till halfway through.
Okay, so I have to call you. Okay, Gilbert, I need you to remind me when to call her a bitch.
Bitch cute.
Like Georgia over there, call her a bitch. Call her a bitch. You know. Now, this is like I feel like this would be like if like whenever you met, because when did you meet Bobby?
2012.
So like in 2012, you're on Tinder and like you see Bobby, but my thing came up first and you swiped right on me.
Okay, now would you
Here
have
we are,
driven
cut
to Long Beach to go meet me at a coffee shop?
Take a look at her face.
Let me see.
Open your leg.
I know. Can I see the booty?
Keep in mind that I was 27. Wait, I was 28, 27.
Okay.
You were 27 back then?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
28, maybe.
Damn, Filipino don't crack, huh?
It does not.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. So he drove all the way to Long Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have drove to Long Beach. Okay, all right, check. I would have drove to Long Beach.
Okay, would you have had just woken up at 2 p.m.?
No, I would have had shit going on.
Would you have shown up with a car full of trash, like hoarders trash?
Okay, so are these the things you're looking for in the plus column?
Yeah.
Is that wow?
I found all of those.
Did she have her list? She was like, okay, check, disheveled, nice. Needs a haircut, yes. Car is full of bullshit, perfect.
Empty Red Bull cans. Would you have had that?
What was the appeal? Can we finally, because he's not here, what literally was the appeal? Because I don't get it when you're saying all this.
I think
I'm waiting for you to tell me a story about how he was like, oh, he was so sweet and he brought me this.
But all men show up perfect on the first date. I think I found appealing that he was just so like reckless and dirty and so utterly himself that I thought, okay, this
is the worst. So it can't. It's going to go up from here.
But it didn't go up from there. See, that's what I thought. I was like, oh, this is the extent of the trash or the Red Bull cans in the car, and then it never went. It just got progressively. It deteriorated from there.
Really?
Well, yeah, you see how we live.
I know, but how did he surprise you? You know, like so you thought, okay, this is it. It can't get any worse than this. And you were like, oh my God. So basically you're staying in this relationship to see how bad it can get.
Yeah. I want to see. I'm a masochist. I want to see how someone can beat me down with hoarders trash.
Good God.
I don't know if I would have came to Long Beach knowing all this shit. I think now I want to put trash in my car, go on a date, and when somebody's like, "Oh, I kind of like this," I'm like, "Bye, bitch." You know what I mean?
Okay, let's say you go on a first date with a woman. Like, are you impressed by the presentation of her seemingly being perfect and you know what I mean? Like, what are you impressed by?
Yes. I enjoy the girliness of whatever your little girly things you're gonna be. Because honestly, we don't really care.
Yeah.
I it's like you go on a date and let's say she's running late because she's like, well, I'm fixing my face. It's like you're fine. Mm-hmm. But then they come out and then they got the big lashes. You know what I mean?
It's Khalyla right there.
I don't have lashes.
Oh, when you put them on.
Do you have the big lashes? Not
Asian.
now, but
I'm Asian.
You know the ones where they just and so when they come out, they're like, you go, okay, this is their effort. They think they're at their best. Like this is so you go, okay, you think you're at your best. This is what you're presenting, and you go, okay, I like that. I might not like what's going on, but I like that you think that this is your best.
Wait, hold on. You don't like that they're putting in the effort. You like that they think it's their best.
Yeah.
That's so fucking twisted.
Yeah.
Why are you even thinking that deep into their preparation?
Because as a comic, you're always like going into like, you know, this could possibly be a joke. And then it's like, oh, but it's real life. So you really analyze. I don't know. I just like, so you go out with somebody and they putting on this thing. Cause I guess for guys, you're always waiting for the rug to be pulled from under you. Cause she's not always going to be like this. She's not always going to be nice and accommodating.
But that's why I think the better strategy for any woman on a first date is to go midway, to not put on their full face, to go half face, maybe just some mascara. Half face, not full face, not full painting.
Yeah, because you're saying to me right now, it's like, I'm not going out without some makeup on.
Some, but we want to look like the same way guys do, which is we don't want to appear like we've tried too hard. So we want to look sort of casual and sort of like, we kind of we had two other places to be before we got here.
Like athleisure wear or like sweats?
Maybe not athleisure. That's a little bit. But the reason is because we still want to be able to impress them on the night that it matters, whether it's in front of their friends or like the first time I ever went to the Comedy Store. I had my full face on.
Oh yeah.
I had these.
Oh
on.
really?
She was flying. She was flying.
Yeah.
She had to play, there was like music. She had to she had a whole thing. Cue the music. Ow. Ow.
She has dancers with her?
Yeah. Why the fuck is there smoke coming out? You know what we should say before we even continue even further? I gotta say to all the TigerBelly people out there, leave her alone. You know what I mean?
Aww.
Like I've been over the whole fact that you stole my podcast.
Yoko.
No. Because like sometimes I look at the comments and I'm like, damn, these people are there. There's people that's their life.
Yeah, but
their life is to be like, you, that gold digger stole and it's like, no, it worked out the way it was supposed to work out. Everybody's happy in the process. I'm doing my own podcast. Bobby comes on my podcast. He's literally one of my dearest friends. I consider him a brother. So, I just want to like put it out there like, guys, let it go. All right? Let it go.
They're not going to listen to you.
I know they're not. But that's why we're going to start our own podcast. That's why I thought my way to get back at this motherfucker
Episode 188, Dane Cook
anywhere
and the
else.
Pressure Players.
I can't talk anymore. Go ahead.
Guys, find the perfect 100% authentic sneakers at goat.com/belly. That's goat.com/belly. Plus, you'll also be supporting our show. But you've got to go right now before the sneakers you want are gone. And when you go to goat.com/belly, spell GOAT.com/belly.
Goat.com.
What is that? You scared the shit out of me.
Cut that part out. Cut that part out.
What is that?
I don't know why I did that.
Or keep it in.
Yeah. I don't know why. Where did I come from? What happened to me just now? I don't know.
Guys, we're just so excited about the sneaker. We're so excited about GOAT. We're so excited about GOAT, right? Is that why? Just say if you're excited about GOAT, right? We're excited about GOAT, right? GOAT.com/belly. The most authentic sneakers ever. Every shoe is sometimes shoes are smelled. These are amazing sneakers. GOAT is so much fun. GOAT.com/belly. Guys, enjoy the rest of the show.
Episode 217, John Reap and the Shaky Shoulder.
Okay. I want to hear your version.
I'm going to tell you my version, and because I've embellished it as a comic, so maybe you could correct me.
Sure.
Maybe we can find the truth together here.
I wish we could get Jeff involved somehow. One of these days.
Maybe we can call him.
Yeah.
You have his number. Oh, you guys good or no?
His number. Yeah, we're good.
You guys are good now?
We're fine.
Okay, good.
Are you fine with Jeff? You and Jeff? Good?
I'm really good with Jeff.
Okay, good. Yeah, we're good.
I've done his videos. He owes me.
He was on my podcast once, and I went to the Laugh Factory and we sat down and we talked.
Oh, good, because you guys had, So anyway, they were inseparable, him and Jeff. And so Jeff was on Mad TV. He did the first year, and then he got let go, which a lot of people don't survive. And then the following year, I got Mad TV, but he got SNL.
Right.
So when we found out at the same time, so when I called Jeff about Mad TV, I called him and I go, I fucking got Mad TV. And he goes, I got SNL. I trust you. And he hung up on me. Which burned because he still won.
Yeah, of course.
Right? We both had good news, but that's still bad news, right?
Yeah.
So, but still, so he would come into town. So he left for the season.
Yeah.
And he was coming back into town. So we had a little bit of money because I was featuring and he was featuring. So when he was coming into town, I go, let's get a hotel room, you and I, and get Jeff here, and we'll get some women, and we had some money, we'll get some prostitutes, go to the Holiday Inn. It was a Holiday Inn.
It was, yeah. It was a travel lodge.
It was travel. It was a travel lodge. It was a travel lodge.
No, it has a kitchenette.
With a hot tub.
With a hot tub. Ooh. That plays a very big part in the story, by the way, because it gets a little weird.
Okay.
So Jeff flies into town, and we pick up, what was the paper, LA Weekly?
Yeah, they have all those weird ones that you can just grab. They're laying in front of the newspaper places and all.
Because there was no internet really, internet really back then. So the way you would get off back then was in street corners. You would have newspaper, those boxes, but in those would be these magazines or papers that have thousands of like numbers.
Yeah,
and you get what I'm saying.
For a good time call.
Yeah, good time call. So we're in this travel lodge. It's 2 a.m, and we're trying to call, these numbers, and no one's coming. So we finally get this Mexican girl, but she's taking a long time. So we all three decided to go to the hot tub in this travel lodge.
Yeah.
So we could completely naked, and we sit Indian style. I remember. Yeah. In this hot tub, and I remember going, "This is gay." Right? I think I must have said that.
Okay,
this is gay.
This is all right. We have different.
Do you remember saying that?
We have different memories, but
no. Why don't we do this? Correct me.
Well, you're right that if that were to happen, that would be gay.
You're right, but you don't see that. You don't remember us being in the bathtub.
The lady
hot tub
first.
No, that's absolutely wrong.
Okay.
Okay, keep going.
That was absolutely wrong because the reason why we went in the bathtub in the first place, right, was because we had to wait. We were waiting for her to waiting for hours.
We were getting ready.
We were getting wash her shit out.
We had the water running.
Right.
We're like, we're gonna get naked eventually.
Right.
Why don't we go ahead?
Right. I refuse to break because I think that is true.
What's that?
In the story, I think that my version is true that we went to the bathtub.
I can't argue with you.
Thank you.
Because it's all fuzzy.
Okay, thank you.
There's a couple.
You blocked it out.
Honestly, there's spots I remember and
right,
probably blocked out.
Okay. Yeah. Because it's horrifying.
But I had a great time.
No, you didn't. It was horrifying.
I love it now because we have this story.
Right, we have the story.
Yeah.
So then,
but it wasn't horrible. I mean,
it was go
ahead.
Wait, I found out about mankind.
What's mankind?
About humans.
Us.
Yeah, us.
Oh, I thought you meant the wrestler.
Wait, you guys are
wrestlers? He shows up.
That's what we did. We called mankind.
No, I mean, what I realize is how selfish one can get.
Oh.
And the depravity.
Oh, yeah.
The depravity and selfishness.
Selfish is good.
So we show up, and the door. So we show up. We're in the bathtub. The door, the knock, whatever. We get out. I answer the door, and there's first of all a woman that's borderline dwarf.
That's right.
Yeah, like 5 foot, 4'9", like borderline. And she doesn't say hello. Her first line out the door is, "I'm not gonna fuck you." Which is not, when it comes to a prostitute, that's not a hopeful first line.
Like,
that's the last thing.
Might as well leave.
Right, yeah.
But yeah.
So then we go, what do you do? And she goes, "I could dance and you guys could jerk off." And we go, all right. So that's what we did.
Yeah, that's what we did.
So I don't know whose idea. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Can you
let me finish the story now?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm going to finish the whole story. I'm going to finish the whole story,
right,
and then you correct me.
I'll just sit here.
You want to take notes?
No.
Oh, you got mental? Okay, so somebody's idea was, let's lay on a full-size bed, right? Like sardines.
On your bellies or on your back?
On our back.
Okay.
Like sardines on our back, right? Right. So imagine us three, completely naked, like sardines.
You guys are wet.
Right.
Wet from the hot tub.
Right?
And
we're wet, right? And then we're like, we don't know how it's gonna go, because we don't know what to do, because we didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
So I guess it was Jeff or somebody that said, "All right, now you come up on the bed and you dance naked above us."
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So imagine three, not fully sized human beings, but you know what I mean? On a full sized bed, come on, right?
It's tight.
We're touching arms.
Oh, yeah.
Right? We're touching arms. And she doesn't have
me off. You got a weird pace.
Your shoulder thing's the best. That shoulder thing's the best. Yeah. So we're
Like I'm over here.
Right.
You're not on beat, dude.
You're not on beat. Yeah, because I do rabbit stroke. Yeah. So anyway, then this poor girl has to imagine, right? 3 guys, full-size bed, right, on our back. She has to find the gaps in between our bodies so she can get a foothold, right? Because you know what I mean? It's on a bed.
Or else she'd be dancing on your belly.
Right, on our belly. So she has to find little holes, right? Right? And so it becomes like this, a rock climbing kind of a thing, right? Where she's trying to figure out how to get to the top. Now, we can't get hard or get a rhythm because of the shoulder thing. So Jeff does something that was so selfish. I can't even. Yeah. He grabs her wrist and tells her to stay there above him.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
You're right.
It's selfish. Beyond.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably illegal.
It's like you got hurt all over again.
Yeah. You're bringing back parts that are making me mad again.
So fun.
Yeah.
You're making me laugh so hard. So anyway. So now I don't know if this next part, the last part, is, and I'm really trying to be honest with my comedy heart.
Yeah.
But this is where I think this is what happened. You and I looked at each other. So we kind of got up, looked at each other, stood up, went to the foot of the bed.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. We started jerking off.
Yes.
Okay. Standing.
Right.
And we came on his legs at the same time. And then he never knew.
But I told you to do that.
Oh, you told me to do that. Yeah. You looked at me.
Because I was mad at Jeff
right.
for taking over. Like he got in the zone.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck you.
Thank God.
Yeah, he's like, this is mine.
I didn't imagine it.
So you were giving him stage direction while you were still jerking.
Well,
no, he was angry because it's red face. Imagine this red face.
We're talking about Jeff, right?
Right, and he looked at me and goes, come on his legs.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Right, and to me.
But wait.
And I went, oh, this guy from the South is really for real. Like, he wants to play league games, right?
Yeah.
And we came on his legs. We never told him. And I don't think he knows. Dude, does he know?
To this day, he
I've told him.
You have told him, yeah.
He has a version of this. I mean, this is all very good. This is all how I remember it. Now that you're bringing it back, because I did block out some shit.
Yeah.
I forgot about her stepping over us. That's true. I remember we had to make space.
Yeah, we made space.
I remember the hot tub. I remember lining up.
Good. Sardines.
And Jeff making me upset that he's taking over the situation. He's now no longer saying, this is all of us, this one's mine, you guys figure out your own shit. And it was like, we were like, oh, all right. And then we got up and we start going.
Yeah.
And I looked at you and I said, I'm going to come on his leg. And you're like, yeah.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, and we did.
Oh my God, it's coming to me.
And I don't know, in the moment he knew, and I was afraid to tell him. I just thought, we got one on him. We'll tell him later what we did.
No, because I know he has a rage.
Yeah.
Right, and you know, and Jeff, you're a great guy. You're super talented. Whatever. Okay, you have
one of the funniest guys.
One of the funniest guys on earth in terms of like skill set, impressions. Yes. Characters. Yes. Look wise. Yes. Everything. He has everything.
Jeff was on. He couldn't be followed.
Well, part of the leg specifically, because I feel like below kneecap is more forgivable, but if it's on the thigh, that's a little.
I was going for inner thigh. He's got big ass legs too. So
they're not even big ass. He has.
I'm talking just massive,
white,
girthy,
log, freckly, piece of shit legs.
They're thick, gigantic.
Thick.
Yeah. So I was going for that.
Yeah, me too.
Probably got calf.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, he probably got more sweat.
Yeah.
And anger sweat than more cum. Right? Because I was just like so angry. It could have been blood.
Yeah.
And yours doesn't have any propulsion.
It has no propulsion.
It just seeps
right.
out.
We're talking 2001, 2002.
Oh, it had propulsion
maybe
then?
More propulsion.
Or maybe like I was jerking and like a shining thing was happening with like the elevator door. It was like psh, blood. That's what I imagined. Yeah.
But I remember all of that happening. And after that, I don't remember how it ended. I know we ended up just paying her and she left.
Well, Denny's probably, or we eat. You know what I mean? Maybe.
You probably went out and bought a bunch of food for all.
Yeah, we went to Greenblatt's. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah.
But it's funny. That was before you got Last Comic Standing.
Yeah, way before.
Episode
It's
176.
like a receptacle,
Nikki
right?
Glazer
so
and the
that
Robots.
If you put the oil in, it's a hard cover, right? So the oil just goes in, and then you unscrew it and you wash it. But the problem with that is that you need to be able to squeeze the rubber.
Yeah.
Because it's so cavernous, it's like...
you want to be able to give it...
Friction.
Yeah.
So most guys just take the thing out of the receptacle and then you use the oil, but then it's a messy business. It's all over your leg, you know what I mean? And you're like and then when you come,
your face will look like you're enjoying it.
Yeah, like that. And you come, right? And then with the oil and the cum, and it's all over. There is an extra shame and guilt there.
Oh, you feel shameful.
Yeah. Or you just lay there and go, I'm almost 50. What's wrong? You know what I mean?
Do you have that feeling like? When do you not have that feeling masturbating after? Do you feel shame after masturbating?
I don't feel shame. I researched it because I was feeling it so frequently, and it's called like postcoital depression, postcoital blues.
Oh, really?
And I think it's almost like equivalent to like an adrenaline dump. So I always feel a little bit sad. Like I'm like, even any type of as long as there's a climax, the afterwards is never just like pure joy. It might feel like a release, but or maybe it's just, since I was raised Catholic and that's just forever ingrained, the shame. But I do feel a little bit sad.
Do you feel shame when you come?
No, I feel victorious. And skip around like it's the greatest. Like it's so hard for me to come that like when I do, I'm like, I can't believe I just stepping down the street and I'm good for a month because that's how long it'll take for me to do it again.
When you come though, is it usually you doing it to yourself, or is it a guy doing it?
Sometimes it's a guy, but it's got to be like a certain guy because I don't sleep around. And so it has to, if I hook up with my ex, then he can get the job done. But generally, it's myself, and it's just takes so long.
Even by yourself?
Because I didn't start masturbating until like 2 years ago. Like I just never did.
Oh, that's crazy.
I was, because my whole adult life I was on antidepressants for a lot of it. Yeah. And I think that had something to do with it.
Oh my God, terrible. Because I was on Zoloft for a really long time, and I swear to you, it was the most frustrating thing. But as soon as I got off of it, as the years passed, it got so much better.
Yes. I got off it, and like a month later, I was like, I need to jerk. I've never felt that I need to masturbate. I've never understood just like sitting on your couch and seeing a hot guy on TV and being like, I'm gonna go like I never understood that thing that girls do. I would always ask my friends, like, when do you do it? Like, what? I don't even get it. Like, I just never got horny for it. But I was a horned up bitch, like a lot of times for sex. Like I could get horny if like I was presented with a sex situation. But on my own, it never occurred to me. And then after I quit Zoloft, I was like, oh, I get it. And then I was jerking off like all the time. Yeah. And it was great. And now it's just a little bit more elusive to me. I just think my porn surges have become a lot more depraved, and that's not helpful. And then,
what kind of porn are you into besides robots?
I really like where the girl is tied up. Okay. I love that.
Mm-hmm. How many
my heart
men?
Just skipped in my body. Oh my
There's
God.
this Hungarian one I watch where it's like they and 10 of them, and they pin her down, and they basically compete for who's going to impregnate her. No, she wants it.
Oh,
she wants it. Yes. They don't pin her down like that. They just it's a cream pie
You're doing
one,
like
but
some sort of old school
Like
showcase.
that. And every time they cream pie her, the lady, there's like an older lady who tells her this might be the one that gets you pregnant. She's like, ha ha ha.
Wait, why is
really happy.
Why is there an older lady in this?
Because basically the older lady supervises. This woman wants to get pregnant. And so she has 10 men, like 10 provincial Hungarian men, just like circle around her.
I'm into that. I'm not into the pregnant thing. Like
she's like, Khalyla, you're fucking weird, Khalyla.
No, it's not weird. It's not weird at all. I totally get it though. All my friends are into that shit.
The cream
pie,
yeah.
Big time. Or like the pregnant thing. Even if like you don't want kids, like I did have a guy recently be like, I want to get you pregnant. And I was like, oh my God, that feels great to hear, even though I don't want kids and I don't want to plan a family with you. But yeah, I like tied up. I like lots of guys. I like
Taxi?
What's that?
Taxi porn.
I don't know.
What's taxi porn?
I think it's just me then.
What is
Check-
what the fuck is taxi
We
porn?
talked about it's a check taxi porn.
It's always a Czech guy who picks up a girl. She's like, "Can you take me to the library?" And he's like, "Okay." And then like they just have this. You have to watch an hour-long
real?
conversation first.
Is it real?
No, but they act out.
It's not real, dude.
It's not real, but they do a 45-minute conversation leading up to like.
Do you watch all of 45?
It's like you know what
No,
I
you
hate.
do not.
I like the build-up.
You know what I hate?
Do you really?
I love improv.
You know what I hate about porn when they try to act, like. Here's what. You know what was the thing for a while was was it called surprise cream pie?
Oh, I don't like surprise cream
Right,
pie.
but it's all rehearsed, right?
Yeah.
Surprise cream pie is rape, babe.
I know, I understand that, but that's why you don't really see it for real. It's always rehearsed.
Yeah.
So whenever the girls can't act,
It's pretty bad.
right? So when the guy comes inside her, she's like, "I told you not to come inside me."
And then proceeds to bend over
why
and
did
show
you
it.
do that? And it's like, oh, you gotta go to fucking Meisner school because that's not real.
You're that angry at the screen?
That's why I only watch porn where what I go. I have a membership to kink.com because it's like
What is
all
that?
it's all girls tied up. It's like bondage. It's a lot. I like when the girl is being forced to have an orgasm and she like almost doesn't want to, but it's like
A lot of Japanese porn is like that, where they just have all the gadgets around, and then she's basically like, "Ooh," like
yeah,
this,
I like
'cause
girls
she's
that are like, stop it, and they're like, nope, you got it. I'm sorry, girl.
Right there, that's rape too, right?
No, she wants to, but I like the ones. This is my favorite.
You go crazy.
My favorites are the ones where the girl has to ask permission to. Like she wants to, and he's like, no, you're not allowed to yet. And she's like, but I need to. And he's like, did I say
That's
you
what you're
could?
into?
You dumb whore. And
Wow.
sorry. Like I like all that stuff. I like because I like that in sex sometimes too. Like not every time, but I like to be like choked and called a stupid whore. Yeah. Like I like to play like I'm a dumb whore because I'm like that's the last thing I am.
Right.
But I really like to be one sometimes because I'm like it gives me like I don't know. I gave a blowjob one morning recently and I was like I need to start more days off being a whore because I had such a great day of like I was productive. I was like in a good mood. I was like I'm a whore. And, like, I just felt like a rogue whore going throughout my day. I felt like I could do anything. I felt very empowered by it. And it was just like I just like doing something whorish to start my day. And that was what I learned about like that's what I wanted more of in 2019. Is like I'm like I need to do more like slutty things in the morning.
Yeah.
But that's so charitable to just give a straight blowjob to completion. Like, who is this person, and do you even like him to enough for that?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
he was not going to be able to make me come. I just like knew that when I hooked up with it. Like it was in the morning, and I just was like, you deserve this. Like I felt like good about it, and I was like, I'm good at this, and it's the first time I felt because I'm not having sex right now, like unless I'm in a committed relationship or it's with my ex-boyfriend who it's like we know the deal. So, but with guys that I'm like dating and stuff, unless I'm like they're my boyfriend, I can't sleep with them because it just I'll get hung up on them and then they won't like me anymore. It's happened too many freaking times. So now I'm like. If I don't have sex, I'm like, what do I have to get them off? And like, I used to just never give blowjobs because I would just have sex because that's so much easier than giving a blowjob. Like, why would I blow you if I could just lay back and get it and like enjoy something too? You know? So but now I'm like, oh, you got to get better at blowjobs again because they're all you have if you're gonna hook up.
so you're not even allowed to receive anything like no dry humping, no. Finger blasting,
I want all
nothing.
of that, but they're just not like so much. You know, when you hook up with a guy and you're just like, he just isn't gonna get this, and it's just it would take a whole.
What if a guy said, "I'm just gonna eat your vagina until you come"?
But
This guy did not
that's
say
not
that.
enough.
But that's how I say it.
Okay, but this guy.
I'm gonna eat your vagina.
Okay,
until
but
you
that's not enough. They can
With the hand.
You can try
I
and
do like
sell
this.
that.
And I just wasn't in. Sometimes I just not in the mood to like. I was like, I was more turned on to just do something to him than I was to receive something. It was the morning. I wasn't in the mood for it, but I was like, it was.
But there is something of a victory in knowing you can get
I
someone
don't know
there.
why I'm sweating. I'm like, I've never sweated.
Bonus belly.
Because they want
Asa
the
Akira
bacteria.
takes over
But
the show.
do they take it away at some point and bring it back?
They're not supposed to take it. Ideally, they don't take it
with
away.
a cord. Even you're supposed to have the
in your scenario,
my scenario,
they
right?
clean the baby.
In my scenario, they clean the fucking baby, right? They take it away, right? Because I've never been in a situation like that before. Oh my God, thank you, Gilbert. And when they bring it back, it looks exactly the same, but I know it's not. It's a government.
Wait,
in my fantasy,
switcheroo?
listen to my. In my fantasy, it's a government switcheroo. Right.
Hang on, but I'll tell you why that's already not true.
It's like us.
Did you guys even at Kaiser they put a security lock on the baby's foot?
Yeah, they did that at my thing too.
Yeah, for that exact reason.
You can't even take it like past a certain point inside the hospital, or else all the alarms go off and like.
You know, you can't even explain your fantasy.
Can't even dream anymore.
You
know what kind of nightmares I've
They
been
go,
having?
no, that's all wrong. You can't fly. And you're like, it's a fantasy, you fuckers.
It's this cancel culture, man.
Yeah. You guys are such assholes. I come in
dreaming-
here, and you know what? You're acting a little weird right now. You're a little standoffish. You're just we're beyond where we're at. You and I, you fucker. You two, go fuck yourselves. I'm gonna come back into the room. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Where have you been?
Just now?
There have been multiple stories going around.
What do you think happened to me?
I think, were you getting your tires changed?
Yes.
Did you get a flat tire?
Yes.
Did you though?
Yeah. Fuck you. You know what?
We told her, and she like questioned us. I was like, I actually don't.
Yeah.
He did, but ask him when.
When?
A week ago.
I thought you were.
Okay, so.
That's the first. I don't even know what's the funny.
And then this is
Why funny? Why funny though? I want to laugh too.
You're trying to.
Why funny? Why funny?
You're trying to play it off like you were on your way here and you got a flat tire.
I did get a flat tire.
True lie. It's true lie.
Did I not get a flat tire?
I will give you that you
a
did.
week ago, right? You don't know about lying and then my skills, right? Because that's not a lie.
I know all about your lying.
Yeah. Okay. So, I did get a flat. It was last week, but I did not get it changed until just now. And then here's how desperate I got. Because I don't even know if this is a factor. But they go, you're going to have to wait 3 days because we don't have that brand of tire.
Mm-hmm.
I go, just put on anything.
What
Is
kind
it
of car do you
circular?
have?
Put anything circular on.
2013 3-door Prius.
And they go,
3 doors.
yeah.
One door's gone.
Yeah. And they go, yeah, we have circular tires. Put that on. And I just drove over
So
here.
you came back with another spare.
No,
They
with
put in a spare.
no, it's not a spare. It's a regular tire. I don't know if it's exactly the right. Why'd you turn away just now?
Because I think I've just my food almost.
Something happened, came out of your mouth. Yeah. That was really gross.
I apologize.
I wish I didn't witness that.
I
Hold on.
apologize.
Are you going to throw up?
No, I don't know what happened.
No, but I saw
Are you
Gilbert.
pregnant?
This is what I see. I see this and I go see that. And I go, did he just have a mini stroke? What the fuck happened
I think
there? You okay?
Gasados almost came out.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Man, I gotta start over, man. Walk in here again or something.
Come on, do it.
I mean,
Bad vibes.
the vibes are weird here.
We'll pretend that you weren't here.
Is it me?
Episode 200, Joe Coy. It's a ridiculous.
How many times have you done TigerBelly now? This is your second time, right? Yeah. How many times have I done yours?
You used to do
Fuck
him.
you, you son of a bitch. Fuck you, man. How long have you had your podcast?
Where's my camera?
Yeah, that's your camera right there. Hold on. No, don't. That's my camera. That's my camera.
How many times have I asked you?
Yeah.
How many times
I'm
have I
right
asked you?
here.
And what do you say? What do you say?
Yes. Give me
No,
a
you
date.
don't. No, you don't.
Oh, you bitch
What do you?
monkey.
What did he? You want to
You know
know
what?
what he
You're a
says?
Filipino
You want to know what
bitch
he
monkey.
says? You want to know what he says?
Yeah, what?
You want to know what he says?
What?
Can you start it at 9 in the evening and I'll be there?
It's true. Yeah.
I go because my pod starts at 11. He goes, I don't wake up.
He doesn't.
Who does 11 a.m.? The world, Bobby.
Yeah, but not comedians. Fuck not.
This one does.
Yeah, it's like a vampire go, hey, we're having a party. I go, where? Yeah, at my house. What time? 2 p.m. When the sun's out! We're vampires!
Do it again. Sell it to the camera again. Do it again. Sell it to the camera.
Yeah, when the sun's out! We're vampires! You know, you people get up at 11 when they're like, I'm on, people get up 11 when like, I'm on that new show called Teabag.
Yeah.
On HBO, it's rated high. They get up, they go to the gym at 10 in the morning. They go get like a brunch or whatever. Comics at 4 Teabag, I don't know. Yeah, right? And then comics, 6 p.m., we kind of get up, drink our little coffee, we go to do a show. That's what a real comic does. Anyway, you can get up at 11 p.m. a.m. all you want, but Papa is not going to do that.
Yeah.
Papa's going to remain a comedian.
Do you sleep at reasonable hours?
Yeah.
What time?
What's
I go to bed at
reasonable?
like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Me too.
I feel like that's reasonable for a comic.
Yeah, that's reasonable for a comic.
I'm always, writing.
I would love. What do you think of this idea as a show?
New routines.
Because I pitched that show with me and David Cho. Remember
I remember.
It's called Cuffed or
where you're
where you
handcuffed.
tied
so
together.
like basically 2 comics, right, for like a month, right? Is they have handcuffs tied to each other. So they have to go to each other's gigs.
No,
You have to sleep on the
that's
same
not how
bed.
it goes. Each week you take someone. Each episode is someone new. You're cuffed to someone else.
No, and the first pitch though, baby.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight.
Oh,
with
that's
you.
right. That's right.
The first pitch was just me and David for like the whole season, and just like living attached to each other, taking showers together.
Oh, no.
You wouldn't be able to do it, you and I?
No.
How great would that be?
It'd be amazing.
Sleeping on the same bed together?
I'll do it. Let's shoot a sizzle.
Let's how about can we do it 1 week?
Yes. No, not a week.
3 days.
Oh my God.
3 days attached.
It would end in murder. It would end in bloody murder.
Right, you'd just be dragging my corpse.
Oh, you'd be a dead guy.
Yeah.
Bobby's
because
dead.
he wakes up at reasonable hour and you don't wake up till 6 p.m.
That's why the show would be funny because there are just so many fights that would occur.
Oh, so many.
And things that I would have to do that I don't want to like going to Joe Coy's son's like baseball game or
I have to go to like Hello Kitty.
Yeah, right. Like
Getting
I have to go to this,
backpacks.
like I'm going to that fucking the yellow kitty, Hello Kitty store.
Sanrio.
in Little
Sanrio.
Yeah.
Oh, my teeth hurt. You're trying to bypass what I tried to say earlier about offering.
Yeah.
Offering.
Yeah.
So this guy's a son of a bitch for lying. I offered him to come on my shows.
I remember Vegas.
And
I think
he
it was
always
Treasure
said-
Island or something
Yep.
like that. And I remember very specifically this was like 2 years ago.
So 2 weeks ago he was playing Ontario and he goes, "Hey, do Sunday." I go, "Okay." And then I never
2 weeks ago I was at
heard
the Win. 2 weeks I was at the Win.
Whatever.
The Win
4 weeks
Theater.
ago, 4 weeks.
3 sold out.
How many
shows in a
seats?
row.
How many people?
That one was close to. That was 6,000 total seats.
Yeah.
Sold out. 616.
So what we've learned today
Sold out
is this.
January.
What we learned today is this. We've learned a lot of things today, but we've learned that that a relationship isn't a two-way street. Sometimes when you have two people, one's more generous than the other. And so I think by the facts of this trial and in this case, right, it shows that I'm the one that's being harmed. I'm the one that gives and doesn't receive.
What the fuck?
I'm the one. Listen,
I don't think any of your listeners got that. None of your listeners got that from this show. Not one fucking person that's listening.
Yeah, they did. Because they're
that
sleepers.
think
They're
that
my
you're-
people.
that you're
They're my
harmed?
fucking fans. They're my fucking fans too. Okay? And they get me. I'll tell you this, my friend.
What?
Right?
What?
I can't do 2 weeks in Ontario, but I can sell out a weekend. And those people that come to my shows, they love me, dude.
They love you.
And I'm giving them a message.
What
It
is
has
the-
nothing to do with you. What I'm saying to you, people, right, is in a relationship, one person, right, is more giving sometimes than the other person. And the other person, right, being an island gook, right? Being an island gook, they suck up the energy sometimes.
Wow. I've been to Korea. I've been to Korea.
I've been to the Philippines too, friend.
You
want to talk about? You want to shame?
I've been
You
to
wanna
Korea.
shame Korea, dude?
And I love what
And
the
I
Korean,
love the Philippines.
and I love the Korean.
I love your mud rivers.
And I love the fact.
Those are my mud rivers.
I love your girlfriend.
My bad, babe.
How fucking dare
Yeah,
you?
the shit rivers that you. Well, go ahead. Tell me about Korea.
I love what you guys do.
I love you guys too so much.
The 33% of the country that you can work with. I love the fact that you have.
Oh man, you're talking about that shit right now, man?
I'm just.
Would you go to the
There's
Philippines
three-
with Bobby?
What you guys get to do, you get this much.
Yeah.
Korea. And then this much goes to golf courses and the air
Right,
bases.
yeah.
And then this goes to a guy that
looks just like you.
Right.
And he owns the northern part of it.
Interesting.
So enjoy whatever that is, that area down there in the south.
I want to see you guys travel together. I want to see you go to the Philippines with Joe, and maybe he can go with you.
He would be missing in the Philippines. I would see to it.
You know what I would love? Okay, this is what'll help me.
What?
And I'm being real.
Let's handcuff each other and go to Korea and the Philippines.
That'd be great.
I swear to God, that'd be so fucking
That'd be
good.
so funny. But the next time you do, I'm going to ask for a favor. Because, I've given you the TigerBelly twice, and you've given me none of your 0 times.
What?
That I want a favor. And my
Fuck,
favor
bro.
is the next time you do a gigantic show, like a theater show, one of your stadium
He has
shows.
asked
Bobby,
over the
I would
years.
love to do,
where's my camera?
I'd love to do 15, 20.
It's right here. There's this multi-camera. I have offered every show that I've had. I said, Bobby, just walk on stage. You don't have to ask. You don't have to tell anybody. Just walk on. And what do you say every time?
Okay.
No, you don't. Does he say that?
He doesn't reply to
He
me.
never replies. You're a piece of shit.
I know. And that's okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
My camera.
And that's the
Which
more.
one's my camera? Is it
Right,
the one
now
behind me or
now
the one
listen.
directly in front
Look
of me?
in the mirror.
Wait, no, you look at that camera. I'll look at this one.
Okay. So.
What? You tell me. You tell me, Bobby.
I'm sorry.
Tell me.
All right. So what I'm
what?
saying to you right now, people. Okay, listen
Yeah.
to me right now. Okay.
Tell me.
And you have the facts. You've listened to this podcast from beginning to end.
And be honest.
Right?
Be
honest and know in your hearts.
Know in your heart.
Now listen to the facts, okay?
And don't do it for fun.
Right?
You know, going
This
on his
fucking-
side. Going on his side would only be for fun.
This Filipino
But you know he's a
fucker.
fucking liar. He's a liar.
This fucker
It
goes
runs in their
around all
blood.
over the world,
It
sells out
runs in their
gigantic
blood.
theaters, right? I've asked for fucking some promotional help
about
being on your
Are you
podcast.
fucking kidding me? I
And
promoted
you didn't
that.
give me nothing. And then last week you're like, I have a Netflix special. Can I do TigerBelly? I go, yeah, I'll clear Monday for you, you fuck.
Thank you.
Because I love you.
Thank
But
you. I
would not do the same.
sold 4 arenas out in Hawaii.
I know.
and it was
Fuck
documented
you,
for
man.
Netflix.
You don't deserve
And
it sometimes.
It's trendy.
You don't deserve it
Trendy.
sometimes. All right. Anyway, what do we have time?
Oh, that was an hour.
No, can we get through this unhelpful advice?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Okay.
We have actually a couple of Patreon questions.
Let's get some Patreon questions, but
First and foremost, I love you.
I love you. That was so fun.
You really are my everything.
No, I do. You and I are gonna do something one day.
You are my inspiration.
You're my inspiration to life, man.
And that's not coming. I'm not being funny.
Yeah. No, dude.
I want you to know that, and I'm documenting it right now.
Yeah.
I tell everybody you're the
And
reason for
you
my
look
motivation.
at all my tweets about you.
Go fuck yourself, man.
And your tweets about you, man. I have to go back into history.
Hey guys, we're taking a quick break to share some amazing sponsors with you.
All right. Usually I do a funny song when I do an ad, but this is I feel like kind of important. It's called BetterHelp, and it's it just can give you affordable therapy. Is basically essentially, and for me, I honestly believe that therapy saved my life. In the last couple of months, it has been the darkest times of my fucking life, and without my therapist and doing therapy, I don't know if I would have made it out of it. It was a really dark fucking time, and I can't believe I spent my whole life not doing it because I have all these issues, and it's just manifested itself into my daily life. And you can just fix your shit by saying yes, man.
And you don't have to wait for things to go awry to start therapy.
Maintenance.
You just need to. Sometimes it's just good to have a dumping ground for your thoughts and emotions, and this is why a site like BetterHelp or a company like BetterHelp is very important.
Yep. Visit BetterHelp.com/belly. That's BetterHelp, HELP, and join over 500,000 people taking charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. Special offer for TigerBelly listeners: get 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com/belly. Episode 195. Brendan Schaub is a location shamer.
No one walked in. I just said.
What was the question?
Were you shocked at the condition at which we live?
No.
Be honest.
It was right in line.
Be honest.
Why you keep laughing?
Yeah,
though,
so why are you
bro?
laughing now? When you
you were coming at me. No, I think it's. I wish I could do my podcast out of my house, so I don't have to leave.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is,
no.
Why are you laughing?
Why are you
It's that awkward laugh.
Yeah.
No, what I think is because this is a successful show, and I think it's really cool. Is that you guys do it out of here, which usually I'm used to going to studios and stuff like that. Which I think it's this
he's
is
saying
a studio.
it's not a studio, babe.
No, I'm saying it's cool that you built this
studio
here.
shaming us?
This is a studio. I made a studio here.
No, it's cool.
All right, no, listen.
It's just I didn't know. No one gave me a heads up.
I know.
Because they're like, Bobby's just waking up, so kind of pipe down. I was like, wait, he sleeps in the studio?
Did you think you were coming to a studio?
Yeah. I had no idea.
Oh.
I'm like, he slept. He was working all night, so he slept in the studio. Wow, I like the work.
Yeah, people sleep here at nights.
Yeah,
my family.
His family from the Philippines sleep here at nights. Yeah.
Really?
We push the tables back, we vacuum, and we
It's
put
like
little
Amistad. It's like
mattress
Amistad
pads.
in here.
There's literally 3 beds here.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
That's true.
Yeah. You don't smell it?
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
It does have a funky smell.
You son of a bitch! You did it again.
No,
man.
what? No, I
You're
like
doing,
it.
No,
I like
you're
the funk.
doing it again.
I like the funk.
Oh, like funky cool.
Yeah.
Funky.
Yeah. Like, oh man, this is awesome. This is ethnic in here in a good way, in a great way.
Thank you. You fucking ass. You're a deceiver,
in a
man.
good way, man.
No, you're a trickster, dude.
So how many people live here total?
This is not some sort of fucking
22.
human trafficking business or anything like
Yeah,
that.
I'm trying to figure things out, man.
No. It's we live here with 6 animals, and then when her island gook relatives come to visit, the 9 of them, 10 of them sitting here. So
Episode 202.
So
Andrew
Andrew goes
Santino
today.
and
So
the
we're on
Big
the show,
Bomb.
right? And Andy goes, "Don't look at the notes. All the writing staff wrote you all these jokes. Don't look at those."
Time out. Give me a little bit of credit. We did go through jokes with the staff, but even they were like, you guys just fuck around, make it your own.
Yeah.
They were trying to make us feel like don't feel like you're supposed to get these things out. That's what they kept saying. So we were like, all right. And to be honest, you were honest. They read you a couple jokes and you didn't like them. And you were like, I don't know if I want to say that. Not in their bad jokes. It's just like, he was like, I don't know if
I did one of them.
You did one. I know,
but it ate it.
Yes, but
I
to
did
be
one
fair,
that they wrote down. I said it was not even a joke, really.
It wasn't a joke. It was just kind of
an opinion or something.
That's what I did. I ate an opinion. I when we left,
Yeah.
the 2 producers were outside.
Yeah.
And I said to one of the girls, I said, can I get a to-go box for all the shit I just ate inside of there? Because I ate so much shit. I'm full from bombing.
Yeah.
And I'd love to take some of that to go.
Yeah.
And I wanted to cry in the car.
See, these panel shows.
So hard. It was
it was
hard.
like Chelsea.
Yeah.
Panel shows are. I'm not that kind of comedian. I can do podcasts all day long because everything I'm saying is grounded in some sort of truth, and also I'm not necessarily. Not everything coming on my mouth is a fucking punchline. Sometimes I say real things. Sometimes it's awkward. Sometimes whatever it might be. But I don't have the pressure of saying a punchline every fucking 15, 20 seconds.
And there was a
What?
live audience.
There was a live audience.
It dynamically changes the mood.
Yeah. Right.
It dynamically makes you go, well, I should say this quick enough so it gets a laugh, and also throw it to them a little bit. Instead of this, we're doing this together.
Yeah.
It's so hard, dude.
Yeah.
It's always been hard. So people that do it well, props. We today didn't do it well. Esther actually landed a couple of jokes.
He did better than all of us.
By far.
By far.
I did so bad that here, the first joke come out of my mouth. Bobby and I sit in the chairs, these big puffy yellow chairs.
Yeah.
He's sitting right next to me.
Yeah.
On purpose, they put us right next to each other.
Yeah.
Because they know what we do.
Yeah.
Right away, I go, look to the crowd. Look at this. Bobby's feet don't even touch the ground. Crickets.
Not even.
It wasn't. No one even smiled.
It wasn't even a cricket. It was almost as if you had killed a human being.
Yeah. Like I had a baby. And I slit its throat in front of the audience.
In front of everybody,
and then
right? Yeah.
I drank the blood.
Yeah,
and then
I
the baby in
almost,
the
when he
seat.
did that joke, I almost said, I don't know him.
Who's this guy?
I absolutely don't know. They booked him. I don't know him. Like, I almost said that.
His little feet were swinging above the carpet.
Right.
And it was hilarious.
Yeah,
Look at Bobby's
hilarious.
feet don't even fucking touch the ground.
Yeah.
Nothing. And then he
nothing.
says,
I don't even remember that bomb, though.
your retort bomb.
It was bombed so bad. I forgot what
it was. A bomb on top of a bomb?
Yeah. I said something like, I'm just, my ethnicity is what I said.
You said my shh. God damn it! John?
He's so high.
Oh fuck, John. Is this how we're gonna play today?
Dude, you and your drug using again. Look at his eyes.
These drugs.
You're
You're drugs right now. John, are you drugs?
No, honestly, John. Honestly, be honest with me.
Are you drugs?
Did you smoke marijuana before this? Today?
Not today.
You swear to God?
Yes.
Oh, you're just Asian then. He's just Asian, guys. That's what I read.
But you know what? Asians don't make mistakes like he just made. A little tipping over or something. It's very un-Asian of you. Take off your mask,
Okay.
John.
Here's
you white piece of shit.
Here's another thing that I had a problem with in the
I
beginning.
want to hear the bomb on top of the bomb. What did you?
what was it?
He said something about, oh, that's my ethnicity makes me this way. Something along those lines.
Yeah.
He just thought he was going to get a laugh by shitting on my bad thing, and it also didn't work.
It didn't work. It's like I killed 2 people.
Okay, let's give our worst bomb. Here's our worst bomb that should have been a good bomb.
Okay, before you go into that though, I'm going to tell you how I know it was bad. Is when because what happened was they introduced us before the show started, right?
Mm-hmm. They say your
so
name.
so. Well, I want you to say, welcome, Andrew Santino, Bobby Lee, Esther Pravinsky.
Ladies,
I'm going to tell you what the crowd did.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Esther Pravinsky, Bobby Lee, Andrew Santino. People's faces were like this.
I mean,
who are these people?
What comic warmed up the group?
Yeah. It wasn't that.
Dave goes up there.
It's not the comic.
He's one of those
warm-up.
famous comedians on earth
of all time,
right? And they show a reel of his, and no one's laughing. It's like this guy's.
Are they just not comedy fans or just like
Here's what it is.
audience?
It's a skewing of super young people and people that kind of aren't, they don't know. I just don't think they. I think they're like excited. I did a Hollywood today,
right?
But they don't know. They're not enjoying the moment, right? You know that stupid phrase, enjoy the moment. They're in it, but they're not enjoying it. I did a Hollywood, but they don't. They didn't fucking. I did a Hollywood today. They didn't pay attention to any of us. They're not in it. They're just there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're also dressed like almost like they were on a show.
Like somebody dressed them.
Like when you see an audience and they look great, like they all went to H&M and bought a brand new outfit.
When I was in high school, I was audience member for the Sharon Osbourne show because my friend was like a PA on the show.
Yeah.
And I dressed to the nines that
You're
day.
supposed to,
I was
right?
looking at the cameras, like looking at the camera. I was like 17 years old.
Oh my God.
I didn't give a shit. Vivica A. Fox was on there. I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that I looked good. So I'm guessing it was probably something like that.
These young people, they want to
Yeah.
look sexy in case the camera catches them.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about our stupid. And then Bobby and I, there was a video of a Japanese drill where you might have seen this on the internet, where this stop, John, that's not funny. John, that's not funny.
He did the Japanese.
He did the Japanese cover.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say you're on my last nerve. You're on my fucking last nerve.
Can you put the AC on?
Okay, so here's what happened.
Yeah.
Here's what happened.
Don't do it until she tells the story.
Yeah.
They play a video of a guy in Japan in a lion's costume, Fluffy, who escapes the zoo, and they tase it as an instructional of what happens when a lion escapes.
Oh,
and they show it to people. Lions are watching, sitting there watching it happen, right? They set up this video, and then they say, what's the joke, whatever. And then Bobby says...
my joke was to set up a joke for him.
Wait, first of all, my first joke was to Bobby, I said, was it hot in that suit?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you said...
What did I say?
No, because...
that's not me.
That's something, and then you said, I bet you if this got played in China...
If this was in China, they would have ate them.
They would have ate them.
Right?
Nobody even laughed.
No one laughed.
Come on, a little.
No, it was like, dude, it was like this.
What?
Yeah.
And I said, but... No, he said, if it was in China, I bet you would ate him. I said, no, because that's a lion, not a dog.
Right?
That's
so
good.
now,
That's good.
Let me say something, right?
That's good.
I got nothing.
know.
Dude, we got nothing.
It wasn't just nothing, right? It was like
my feelings got hurt.
We did Sandy Hook. I'm sorry, but it's a bad tragedy, and I shouldn't be bad at a joke. But it was almost as if we're two incels, and we went to a movie theater, and went crazy.
Do the laugh we did when we both bombed together. When we looked at each other.
yeah.
Ready? Here, we'll do the joke, and then this is exactly. We had to look at each other because we were embarrassed afterwards.
This is what happened. This is what I go. Yeah, if that guy was in dressed like that in China, they would have ate him.
No, well, that's a lion, not a dog. Oh my God!
That's what happened.
We got nervous laugh.
Yeah.
We went,
Oh man!
It was and then meanwhile, I mean, surround sound, nothing.
Jesus.
You know those sensory deprivation tanks where you're supposed to hear. That's what it felt like.
That's what it felt like.
It felt like I was like in emptiness and blackness, floating through space.
And I this is the first time I'm ever going to say this, but I bombed hard, but he bombed a little hard. Only a little harder.
I fucking did.
Right, so. It was when I walked out. It was at least I wasn't him, right? Because what you told me, right when you were driving, because we had sushi after that.
Mm-hmm.
When you were driving the sushi thing, what were you thinking?
I thought I was going to crash my car.
Yeah, me too.
I thought about crashing my car.
Me too.
Because I thought about if I crash this, at least that'll be the headline, not comic bombs on test. It'll be sad comic gets in tragic accident. It won't be comic bombs the worst of 3 bombs.
Right.
Not only did everybody bomb, I was the worst bomb.
Did Esther soar?
You know what I am? I'm a kamikaze pilot, and I missed the ship.
You slid in the face.
Right into the ocean. I didn't even hit anything.
You just killed yourself.
Yeah.
What Esther did was she became calm. She was calm.
Yeah, she cooled it off.
She cooled it off.
Yeah.
She was very, like, when I'm talking on those shows, I could feel, I can always feel a stopwatch.
Episode 186, Dr. Drew and the cold jerky.
I think I've grown by being in this relationship with her because...
I hope so.
I have, because as a comic...
For her sake.
I have.
Thank you.
Okay. Dr. Drew Pinsky.
It's good. It's all good.
If Pinsky's your real last name.
It is.
Okay.
Jewish.
It's Jewish-ish.
Ish.
That I... Usually, when I'm in a relationship, I'm 50% in.
Oh. So this made you go all the way.
It's not. Yeah. It's also like whenever I'm dating somebody, I'm like, I'm gonna get out of this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This will, run its course. Right. But with her, I know I'm really in love with her because I just know that I'm committed.
Well, you've been faced with like things that at least at times look like life and death, and you like feel that.
Yeah.
I
really and it sometimes it has been scary.
I bet.
Yeah.
But I do want to ask you though. When someone does go through something, I mean, mine maybe doesn't sound chronic, but something that alters their life a little bit, it did have an impact on his sexual feelings, just in general towards me.
It scared him?
Yeah, like it almost took him out of that.
He's going to break you.
I didn't think we were going to bring this up.
I mean, this is the perfect person.
He's a perfect person. Okay, I got to get real here. Yeah, I think through the experiences with the hospitalization, because when we were in Cebu, when she was first had it, we were in the hospital for like 2 weeks.
This is in the Philippines.
In the Philippines. Yeah. And then by coming here, her getting her ablation operation, and then also constantly having to call the ambulance, right? And I think it's tied in with my pornography addiction. Right, with the combination of the two, I find her extremely attractive. I love her so fucking much.
Is that part of the problem?
What?
The intensity of your feelings?
I don't know.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Please tell me more, because I feel like that happens a lot in my life.
Where people get too involved with you, too intense.
Yeah, like where the love almost turns into something more than
Well, intensity, people confuse intensity for love, and they can get sort of overwhelmed by the intensity, and the intensity they can either get addicted to or overwhelmed by or aversive to. And intensity is something that you sort of have to watch out for. How are your boundaries? Do you have slippery boundaries?
No, I don't.
You're good.
Here's another thing also is that I never really lived with anyone. So with her health conditions, with this podcast, because we're in business together, we're constantly around each other.
I think that we're a little too involved.
She's the only person I see. I know, but all right. But
I feel like I know your history now, and I feel like there's some couple layers of stuff, something. I agree with you with the porn getting in the way. But the porn's what you're retreating to, not to deal with whatever else is going on.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, and then here, I don't know what you're alluding to.
I don't know either.
Okay, good.
Because I know you're a complex guy, and you've
very complex. I have layers.
And you've had a lot of
very dimensional.
And you've had a lot of trauma.
Yeah,
and with
a lot of trauma.
Stuff,
yeah. I'm Dr. Trauma too. Yeah,
And so something's coming back.
Okay, here's what I know for sure. Okay, that 6 animals, 3 cats, 3 dogs. Just listen. Living in such a close.
I saw the gate, but I didn't see the dogs.
We have a lot.
Okay.
3 cats and 3 dogs.
Rescues.
Right in this 2-bedroom place.
Yeah.
With the health, with the porn, right? Also, here's another thing. Just here. Yeah.
There's little room in my apartment between the dogs and the porn. That's all we got room for.
I know.
That's all.
Maybe
I'm listening.
Yeah, and then
Also,
and you generally you have a little bit of a process addiction. Generally, you know what that is?
What?
Like processed, like you said it. Or you've alluded to 3 different things that are what we call process addiction. One was the Bejeweled or whatever, with a real situation.
Video games,
video games, all part of the same thing. And then you said, social media, and now porn. So it's all process addiction.
It's process.
You may have to go cold jerky.
That's the name of the episode.
Cold jerky.
Cold jerky.
Yeah.
I've never heard of cold jerky. What is?
I'm being funny, but I mean cold turkey on all your devices and things.
I mean,
Episode
after today at
215.
H3, I feel like
We
I'm an action
survived
star.
H3.
Oh, why? What happened?
What happened at H3? Should we pull up a video?
They know what happened.
I feel like I was in Too Fast, Too Furious.
What were you thinking, Bobby? What was going through your mind?
If I would have gone through the doorway clean, right, and I would have taken out either Ethan, right? 'Cause I know I couldn't get Eli. I couldn't have the angle, right? But I could have taken out him or one of his fancy cameras.
Well,
should we play it just for the audience that doesn't know?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just for reference, everyone.
Good timing.
This guy. You can find me at BobbyLeeLive.com. For more information there, BobbyLeeLive.com.
Great for the audio audience.
So, without further ado, Bobby and Khalyla, please enter. Yeah, right now. Here we go.
That looks so legit hard.
Dude, my right leg got twisted in a bunch of metal.
it did.
In
I
the
had
doorway.
to pry it out. It got lodged between the
We
doorway.
could have died.
You could have.
Wait, I want to know for real if you knew that you were going to do this? Because I wish I would have been warned. I would have prepared my body.
Very interesting. Prepare your body. Interesting.
What does that mean?
For impact. My knees were out like
impact.
this.
There is no preparation for impact in showbiz. We do it.
You know why you're right?
Why?
It's because when you get into a car accident, the ones who get hurt more are the ones who tense up.
That's what I'm saying.
Before impact, and the ones who survive better are the ones who are asleep in the car.
Tony Ferguson absorbs punches. When he gets punches, when he gets punched, the reason why he doesn't get hurt is because this is what they say, the commentary. My friend Joe Rogan and my other friend Michael Bisping.
Mm-hmm.
What about the other guys?
The way you said that.
They're my friends.
What about Dominic Cruz?
Never met him.
What about John Anik?
Never met him. Anywho.
Your friends.
Anywho. I don't even know what I'm saying now. Alaha.
When he gets Tony Ferguson, the reason
because what he does is when he gets punched, he moves with the punch, so he absorbs the punch, so he doesn't grab all the impact. He doesn't take all the impact. He flows with it. That's what I do in car accidents. That's all I'm saying.
We flowed all right.
What?
We flowed real well today.
Do you know why I really did
through that wall?
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah. What was happening?
If we get hurt, we don't have to do it.
Oh my God! Were you trying to hurt me?
No, me. If I hurt myself enough, I would have been like, I can't do it right now. Broke. Right? And they're gonna be like, really? And even if it came out on an angle like this, I would even go do something
more
just to pop it out or whatever. I go, look, it's vibrating, whatever, and we would have gone. I really was trying to get out of that, but it turned out to be good. I love Ethan.
That was an easy podcast. Those guys,
the nicest people in the world. Yeah, podcasting's been real fun, and as of late,
Episode 206, David, Gio, and the Asian Superman.
Well, they made the mermaid black.
Oh, you be Sebastian.
There we go.
Wait, isn't Aquafina
Korean crab?
Korean crab.
She's not flounder, is she? She's a seagull.
Aquafina?
I think so. Yeah,
Dude, good for her.
Man, that bitch get everything, dude.
Yeah, her management's
She's
tight.
killing it.
Yeah,
Scuttle. She's Scuttle.
She's killing it.
I feel like she came out of nowhere.
She's killing it. Ken Jeong's killing it.
Right?
Who else is killing it? Randall's killing it. Ali Wong's killing it.
Are you sad?
You're killing it too, dude. You have TigerBelly. Wow, look at that dead silence. Look at that.
That's true.
You have one of the most popular podcasts out there, dude.
You
fucking.
You know what? It's funny because I go to Ali and what I said to her the other day, I go, "Can you do TigerBelly?" She goes, I can't tell you what she said, but basically it was a no.
I can't tell you what she
I can
said.
tell you what she
but
said.
No.
But she was on Ellen.
And then Ken Jeong, I know it's not. Yeah, and then Ken Jeong, I asked him to do TigerBelly, and he just flat out said, "No way."
Is it no because they're busy or because
they're afraid that I'm going to bring up things from the past, which is what I do.
Yeah.
And people want to run away from their past. But I know things about the people that I can never say out loud.
I really wish you would, though.
I know. I want to know.
But I know things about all of them.
It's like he's trying to tell you with his eyes right
That-
now. The secrets.
Yeah, I mean,
wait, are you weak?
Yeah. That they
time traveling.
You know. But I have TigerBelly, and people come up to me and they go, "Oh, you're doing it, right? Big time with TigerBelly." And without TigerBelly, I would have nothing. I think. I mean, think about what with TigerBelly. Thanks to these guys in the room, give them a round of applause.
Oh my God.
Team in this room. I mean,
what do you guys?
I like how you said round of applause.
Round of applause for them.
1, 2. He went,
"Come on, guys."
And he looked at them
That's
like
it.
he ordered
2
it.
claps.
A round of applause for everybody.
What do you guys think about everyone crying about a black Little Mermaid?
Were people actually upset about that? That was a
Couldn't
joke.
tell.
Yeah, they're like, "Not my Ariel." # not my Ariel.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, really? Well, who do they want to cast for it then?
Just basically a red-headed, pale-skinned white girl.
Who the fuck cares? It's a fucking.
I do.
I know.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, you want the
Shut
redheaded
up,
girl?
Bob. You've never even seen the Little Mermaid.
I don't care. It's just based on this, though. Okay.
No.
Annie.
What?
When they made Black Annie.
What's Annie?
Annie was
It's a hard knock life.
Oh.
Annie was a musical with this redheaded white freak, right freak of nature. She was pale. This is why I said that. And she sings, and she's an orphan. I saw the musical, the movie. That was a good one.
Yeah. With Will, are you talking about the new one?
No, the new one that was one of the worst movies ever made.
But that's not because Annie was black. It was because he probably had shitty writing and everything else.
I don't know. You're right. But they're shitty writing.
They're definitely casting her as. I mean, it's just.
But I know. But I'm just saying though, it's like if they made Superman black or Filipino.
Cool.
No,
Spider-Man, great.
The Filipino
Well, I
Superman,
get it.
I have
It's
a
not
problem
your
with that
thing.
though. That should be.
No, I just don't think that it's like
Why do all superheroes have to be fucking white?
because
I want my mermaid
yeah,
black.
but she's not black though.
Well, now that's a new generation.
Yeah.
Ariel is white, right?
Ariel is a fictional character. She's
Yeah,
not
she's
real.
not
It's not
real.
based on a real person.
You know she's half human, half fish, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks, Gio.
That's true. That's true.
Well, I guess. I mean, if you. Well, mermaids are what? What culture is that a part of?
They're a
It's like
part of
Celtic or some shit or what? Like
Maybe.
Greek? What is it?
Yeah, we'll say Celtic.
No. It's Danish, is it?
Is it
or
Danish?
Denmark? Because they have Copenhagen. They have the.
well then
the-
I guess that would be somebody's standpoint. to
But
be like,
the original idea of a mermaid is actually from pirates who used
And
to
they're evil.
mistake not beluga, manatees. When the kelp would go over their heads, and at night
Right.
the sailors would be drunk, and,
and
they'd
we've
be
seen
like, "Oh,
so many
there's-
black manatees. Come
Oh
on,
my God, stop it!"
they're white manatees.
That's your next special. That's your next.
oh, I'm just trying
Damn,
to
I
look at
can't
the
argue
other
that
side of things.
anymore.
I could really give a fuck less. It's a cartoon. It's an adaptation. Who really cares? Right?
And there's really like no one more attached to the Little Mermaid than me.
I would
And when I
love-
found out the news, I was it didn't
Yeah.
faze me. It's like, yeah, wonderful, great.
I would love a Filipino superhero.
I'm going to say something.
We do have one.
There is one.
Who?
There's a new one. I think Marvel just came out with a Filipino superhero. She's-
Putangin a hero.
Yes.
like,
You're a whore. You're a whore. You're a whore.
Putangin a cape.
okay, so Marvel's newest superhero is a Filipino woman, and her name is Wave.
Yeah.
She looks pretty badass.
Well, let's see what she looks like.
So water.
and
water
she
lady.
just- yeah.
Those decent.
Oh, she doesn't even look Filipino at all, though.
She looks Latina.
Let me look,
She
let me
she
look.
doesn't look white. That's
She
what
looks like
Yeah,
Selena
yeah.
Quintanilla.
Yeah.
What's her full name?
Selena's.
Selena's what?
What's her full name?
I don't know.
Is she a mutant? What is she?
She's part of the Aqua world in Marvel.
Agents of Atlas
Aqua,
team.
Marvel.
And I think that's tight because this new generation is gonna grow up and be like, "Oh shit, that looks kind of like me." No, Bobby. Imagine you grew up with an Asian Superman. You'd feel like you can do some shit.
Asian Superman would be so fucking funny, dude. I would love that.
Well, they did Brightburn, so why don't we do an Asian Superman?
We should.
Brightburn. Why would you compare it to
Because
Brightburn?
Brightburn it was the story of Superman, but if he was evil.
An anti, yeah,
right?
anti.
So
but
yeah, so
why
if
would
I
an
was
Asian
Superman,
one?
so now Asian Superman would be different than regular Superman.
And in what way?
Yeah.
What would he?
Well, first of all, like
He'd be a lot shorter, that's for sure.
But you're tall as fuck. What are you talking about? You're
Yeah,
like
but
6'3".
I'm Korean though. That's different.
But as an Asian
Still an
Superman,
Asian.
you don't have to do the Clark Kent glasses.
Oh,
You just
no.
look like everyone else anyway. Right? Because you wouldn't have to put that, right?
I guess.
Because you'd be at whatever the newspaper that he works at, Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Even if I wasn't wearing the glasses, and they'd be like, "You look like Superman." Yeah, but so does Jack Chan down the
Jack
Chan down the hallway looks like that. Too.
Why is it in Asia? His name is Jack Chad.
He was thinking of Jackie Chan.
That's what I'm thinking.
Thank you. I call him
Jackie
Jack,
Chan.
by the way.
I call him Jack.
Jack,
We're
Jack,
tight
by
like
the way.
that.
Yeah, we're tight that way. But yeah, so he wouldn't have to do that. And then would Lois Lane have to be white, or would they make her
It could be
Filipino?
anything.
It should be Filipino. Any other Asian's fine.
All right, so
Oh, so it's all Asian cast here.
So I would
Oh,
play Clark
All right,
Kent.
I'm out of this conversation.
Like no, listen. So as an Asian
Or she could be
Superman,
Mexican. That actually works.
What?
Yeah.
Lois Lane.
If Lois Lane's Mexican.
Mexican, right?
Let's do that.
Genevieve.
So Genevieve's Mexican, and she is in Clark Kent.
Genoveva.
And then who is now Lex Luthor white or what?
Oh yeah, definitely white. Yeah.
Still Michael Rosenbaum.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael
Yeah, yeah.
Rosenbaum.
Michael
was so
Rosenbaum.
big.
Definitely white.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever looked at comic book superheroes and thought about their ethnicity though. I don't think I've ever done that.
Yeah.
I just thought they were just
Well, because that's what you
superheroes.
grew up seeing, though.
Yeah, but I never thought like, man, I wish she was Asian so I could be a superhero. I just thought
You didn't even know you had that option, though.
I don't give a fuck, man.
Because if you could compare and you're like, oh shit, this guy looks. So I think that's why I have a place in my heart for I Love Lucy because
She's Mexican?
no, her husband was Cuban.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
and
but-
he would
Like,
speak
he retired,
Spanish, and I'm
yeah.
like, oh fuck, I love that. Like,
Oh really? I
felt-
didn't feel that at all. Like Superman was still dope because he was Superman. Like I didn't feel like I could not be Superman because he was white.
I think it might be different for a girl though, especially because we had a lot of Disney princesses.
Oh, okay.
And like,
I feel
well,
that.
one of my best friends, she's black, and I could ever feel like she could ever be a Disney princess.
Yeah.
And that's something that she actually harbors in her heart.
Oh
She
shit.
has like resentment.
What
about
about
it growing
Jasmine
up.
from Aladdin? I connected with her hella hard. No,
Still not,
Pocahontas.
Oh yeah, you guys had Pocahontas.
Pocahontas.
You look like Pocahontas actually.
You really do.
Yeah, legit.
What the
But
fuck?
we're not talking about me. We're talking about my
Is that
black
good?
friend.
I don't know who's Pocahontas. What the fuck you call her?
He's trying to
Is she
figure
good?
out he's supposed
Jorge
to-
Masvidal all over here.
Am I supposed to defend you or what? What's going to happen?
Episode 192.
You
Paul
don't.
Banks
You don't
is
bring
on
agree
the
with you.
14th
a date
take.
to a fucking Fox party, and she leaves the table and goes to the president of
Yeah,
Fox. Go,
that's-
I'm a
that's
comedian
embarrassing.
too.
Here's
That's
my headshot.
embarrassing.
Here's my
That's-
headshot.
Right, and she's like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah, ooh.
And then I dragged her from the table, and I go, "I'm so sorry." Right, and I go, "This is not how you make it."
Yeah.
Yeah, you get an agent and you do the Tonight Show, and then eventually people ask you to do shit.
Did you ever watch the episode where Joe Rogan was talking to Brendan Schaub? Are you a Joe Rogan fan?
I love Joe.
Yeah. So when he told Brendan to not be in the UFC anymore.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right. I remember
That was
that.
intense.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
intense.
Tense, yeah.
That was really, I was like,
Uncomfortable.
yeah.
And then what did Brendan say?
He took it really well, if I remember. But yeah, Joe was just kind of like, I saw your last fight, and I don't think you have this. Like, I don't think you have this mentally, I think was the gist he was saying. And it was really tough love. But it came across as the good kind. Like, it seemed
Yeah.
like very good, loving life advice to his buddy. And obviously, it's like things have gone very well for Brendan since
Yeah.
then.
And also, yeah, that's a very costly sport too.
Totally.
Where it's it would warrant that kind of conversation where you're like, hey, dude, your life's on the line. Maybe consider not getting your brain bashed in anymore. So
Yeah.
I
but
just
it's
got goosebumps when you said that. Because I didn't realize that conversation had happened. I don't know Brendan Schaub from UFC. I know Brendan Schaub as a comedian. And he's good.
He's good, huh?
Right? He's getting better. The other day he pulled up in his brand new Porsche. Listen, why are you cackling? All right? He pulled up to the comedy store, and usually comics, when they pull up the comedy store, you can't park there. Only the best park there. Like I parked there. Rogan parks there. Dalia, we all get to park there.
Yeah.
But Brandon just went right in, got out of the car, and they all, like he's a part of it. And in my head, I do know that Brendan was a fighter. I never saw any of his fights. But it's so crazy to think that he reinvented himself by doing something else. And Joe probably saved his life. And that's when you said that, I got fucking goosebumps.
And Joe probably also saw a bunch of other things that he was capable of doing. Because I bet you anything, if it was a guy who didn't have a lot of other types of potential,
Yeah.
and it was just this like raw fighter, and it's really all he had going, you'd be a little bit more cautious to tell him to stop making a living.
Yeah.
But he probably saw Brendan as someone funny and good on a mic and all these things that he is now.
Totally.
I don't know why, and I'm sure Joe's gonna hear about it because I'm gonna say this now, but I'm so intimidated by him in a way. When I see him, he always says hi. He always hugs me. One time he kissed me in the cheek. Right, I've heard him talk about me on his podcast. Like people give me clips.
Yeah.
I saw Bobby Lee there, and he said, "Killed it in the." So there's no. I mean, we're friends, but there is just some because of the fact that, it's either he's an alpha male and I'm not, or he was a headliner when I started. But there's something going on psychologically that when I'm around him, I'm aware that I'm around him. I'm not like that with Dana Carvey or anybody else, like anyone big. It's him, and Mark Maron is the same way.
Is it alpha, or is it just that he's very comfortable in his own skin?
Wow. I don't think he's necessarily. He's a very knowing man. He's a very brilliant, intelligent guy.
He's very smart. Yeah,
and I think maybe you think he's always going to have something back to say to you if you were to misspeak, maybe.
No, that's not what it is either.
Do you have someone in your life that you feel that same way about, where you're like, whoa, I don't know why. I mean, he's a peer of mine, but you have that reverence.
I've had it.
Yeah.
I don't have it that I can think of right now, but I've definitely had it.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Like looking up to somebody, and I think it was uncomfortable at the time to be that sort of in awe of a peer.
Yeah.
But then I resolved it. Yeah. And then I think you just have to, love yourself and love them.
Right. It's getting better. I'm not saying. I mean, because before I couldn't say anything.
Yeah.
Like 15 years ago, I would be like, oh yeah, okay, I'll.
But it's so funny that you say that because you guys have such you've had bonding experiences with Joe where you almost got killed at the strip club together.
I know.
I heard about that.
Yeah. I've had.
That's because you were, and it was you.
It was him,
right? Yeah, it was you. That's a good story.
What?
It was you. Not that you were inadvertently generating the danger.
Yeah.
And Joe was like,
we gotta get out.
Joe was like, they have guns, and you're like, I don't give a fuck.
I know
that part, right?
But first of all, can I just say this? I'm 47.
Mm-hmm.
I must have been 25 years old when that happened.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Episode 208.
Johnny Neutron
episode.
here.
Johnny, is that you?
Yes, me.
Okay.
Johnny Neutron here. Hey, what's up? Shabba shabba dooba doo. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Let's turn it on. Hey, what's up? Shabba dabba dooby doo. To you, man. Back, you're on K-Rock 93.9 The Ridge. The Ridge. Johnny Neutron here. Good morning. Whoa, the traffic out there on the 101 is...
Let's start. Let's just keep that in there. Thank you for being a friend.
Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
Stop right there. I'm done. My dad died. My dad died. My dad died. Whoa.
Coming in
I
hot.
can't use it?
Invited all the friends.
I haven't been able to use it.
Whoa, too soon.
It happened yesterday.
Too
One
soon.
more line.
All right, go ahead, babe.
You would see the biggest gift from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being
Yes,
a
sir.
friend.
Johnny Neutron here on K-Rock 101.1 on FM.
Listen, you guys are confidants, and I didn't even know what that word meant until that song. I never used it, but you're a confidant. Well, everyone in this room is a confidant except for one. I'm going to tell you why.
Oh, wow.
Because some FYI, yesterday... What's today? Is Monday or Tuesday?
Monday.
Yesterday, my dad died.
I'm so sorry, Bob.
Interesting that you would say something like that
because
that's interesting that you would say something like that because I'm just going to give you just some facts. Okay, my dad passed, and I'm just going to tell you, Mike Halloran, Natalie, Matt Blake, Gilbert Galone, Stephen Yoon, Stone Street, Giovanna from the Dad's Kidding Kids.
Dad's Kidding.
Whatever they're called.
Dad's Kidding Kids?
Just Kidding News, I mean. My brother, I don't know my brother, I'm with my brother. Oh yeah, he's spent. Benji, Adam, everyone. Ike Barinholtz, Nick Rutherford, my ex-girlfriend Christine, Sarah Tiana, everyone.
Even the exes, George.
Even the exes. And the only one that didn't leave me any kind of comment or message is George. I had friends I haven't talked to for 30 years giving me comments. But you haven't done anything. Explain yourself.
About Instagram?
And text us. And in every format, you didn't reach out at all.
Did my family reach out to you?
Yeah, your sister.
You're not helping.
Your mom.
I'm not trying to help.
Gil, everyone. Explain yourself.
Well, I haven't had that much tragedy in my life, so I don't know how to react to these things. So I try to imagine how I would feel, and I would probably just want to not have to respond to anybody. And given our relationship and how much you don't like talking to me in general, I was thinking,
oh shit! There it is. There's the hammer.
You would probably extra not want to hear from me.
Whoa! No, that's
so
not.
I wanted to give you your space.
No, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. That's not what it is. Okay. I just want. What does that sound?
Wait, whose phone is that?
What sound is that?
Quick.
I left my phone on. So
yeah, but what noise is that?
It was two queefs.
It's the minions. Beep beep beep.
Oh, beep beep beep. Oh, that's cute and very relevant. Thank you. Anyway, so you did it. That's fine. I get what you're saying, but let's just start from the beginning. We already did that. Mm-hmm. So I haven't done this podcast in a while.
A month
and a half because I've been out. So I've had a crazy. I went to Montreal for 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. I went to Hawaii for about a week and a half, and then came back for a couple of days. And then my mom called last Monday, to say you got to come now. And I know if you don't want to hear this, turn it off. But I want you to keep it on so we can get the numbers. So stay on. But listen, okay? This is not going to be a funny episode. This is going to be I'm going to try to be more real about it, okay? And I'm wearing my sunglasses because my brother bought me these, and they were over $50, and he's never bought me anything.
That's amazing.
Are they women's sunglasses?
I don't know, but he went to Costco to get it.
Oh.
I don't think there are any $50 sunglasses in Costco, babe.
He's a liar. We know that, too. So we can do some research on that. After that, but I don't want to do that now, okay? So Monday, my mom called. Here's what happened Monday. I wake up, and I had to go to All Things Comedy. So I went to All Things Comedy to meet with Mike Bertolini. What's his name?
Bertolina.
Whatever. And we had a little meeting. And then I go, you know what? I'm hungo. I'm going to go to Doghouse for chili dogs.
Delicious.
Because my body craves it sometimes. I order it, get some tater tots. As soon as the meal hits get it from the thing, my mom called saying, you got to come now. So I called Khalyla. She got me a plane ticket and my brother. We flew over there. And we thought that he was going to die right then and there. But when we walked into the hospice, he was very cognitive and alert in there. He smiled when we walked in. He said our names when we walked in. We kissed him. We started crying. It was crazy. And so then in my head, I'm like, he didn't look as sick as my mom made it out to be. She was just freaking the fuck out on the phone. So when I saw him, I'm like, oh, he looks like he always does. Like he's there, he's talking. But then the lady came in, she said, yes, so we just put him off. We're not feeding him anymore. And no more water.
Well, you have to explain why that sounds cruel when you don't explain, babe.
No, let's just throw it at that.
No context?
The people can fill in the blanks, right? It's like he has infections, a lung infection. Anything that comes into his body that's solid, right, is going to feed into the infection, and he's not going to be able to digest the food, and it's going to come through. He's going to vomit it all out, and he's going to die that way. Because he has infections on his stomach because you've been feeding him through his stomach.
It would just add a lot more distress.
Yeah. But when he said that, my brother goes, I have a question. What do you mean you fucking can't feed him?
Oh, like he said fucking?
No, you're not fucking, but he was like kind of like shocked by it.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, he's just, and I kind of pull my brother back and go, dude, it's just, he'll have an infection. And then he's like, there's nothing you can do. I go, and she said, you can bring him to the hospital and get him antibiotics and try to do it that way, but you're only going to prolong his life for another 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I go, all right. And then that's when it hit us. And then by Wednesday, when, we just started losing him. Like, there was nothing behind the eyes. And my brother Steve spent just days at nights till 3, 4, 5 in the morning there, just sitting next to him. because he didn't want my dad to pass and no one be in the room, which is like a credit to my brother. And if you're listening to this, I'm sorry, it's depressing, but it literally just happened. So
you had a weird couple of days there. The conversations we were having were really weird between Monday and Wednesday.
Why?
He would go back and forth between calling me and be like, babe, this is the most depressing shit ever. You would love the new athletic wear I just bought. And then you would go into like kind of to a half cry and then like be like excited about the new leggings
because
you just bought.
a year ago I saw Joe Coy with his family wearing these like Nike leggings, the tight kind. But what they do now, the kids, is they put shorts over it, so the leggings are exposed.
Babe,
so you get just listen.
They've
to me.
been doing that for like 10
years. I never noticed it before. I'm learning. I never noticed it before Joe Coy.
We're learning.
And we're learning. Thank you, Gilbert. We're learning. Okay. So I had bought this combination, this camo pants, shorts, tight leggings, and when I was talking to you, I was in remorse and I was feeling sad, but then I would pop my eyes onto my new fucking vibe from my waist down, and I was excited about it, so I just expressed to you that I love this new leggings. I know it sounded senile because I was like in and out of crying and freaking out, but that's the truth, baby, and that's life. That's what happens when you're in that situation, you know? So I'm just going to finish it. So the week went on, and then I imagine they didn't feed him since Monday. So now come to Friday, and there's just no moisture in his mouth. He's staring at the ceilings at times and then closing his eyes and sleeping for 20 hours. And then Sunday, it was like 7, 8 in the morning, and I was sleeping. And I heard my mom downstairs, and it was a sound that I don't ever want to hear again. It was, I don't know, it was just, I just couldn't, my brother and I were in shock. My mom was crying, screaming, get up, he's dead or whatever. We get in the car, we race there. And I don't know, listen, I want to say this too, the hospice that my dad was in, everybody in that hospice deserves a medal. And if they had penises, I'd suck them. But they're women, and that's sexist, and that's being aggressive.
Yeah.
So I can't say the vagina thing, right? So you get what I'm saying. Yeah. But my point is that they were so good. It's 24 hours. You can go slip in and out. There's a little vending machine. It's really nice, very nice place. And we walk in, and the lady said he just took his last breath. And my brother and my mom collapsed in sheer devastation. I've never seen anything. I mean, and I did not cry. I cried Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but then when it actually happened, you know, I had these fancy sunglasses on that my brother got me at Costco. And I just stood there absorbing what was going on. It was like almost like I was in shock. And then my uncles and aunts all drove from San Diego, so they came in. And this uncle, Chung's dad, my mom's older sister's husband, who I just did the movie with Eric Griffin, Chung's husband, EJ, me and Eric Griffin and Sean Austin and Al Mazgar on this new movie. So my uncle, who I've never talked to in my life growing up, he was the doctor. And he comes in the room and he full blown goes, "Hold it, I wrote something." He pulls out a 2-page poem or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he rocked the room out.
Really?
Yeah, so as soon as he opened his mouth, it was just tears galore. I mean, and I didn't understand a word he was saying, but he was going, you know, saying in Korean, "You taught me to golf that one time, you know, where we didn't know where to go, so you let us stay at your house for 3 months." Just all these things. And my brother, that's when I did weep, because it was a powerful poem. Then I go, "Let's go have lunch." And they go, "We want to go back." They drove, stayed for an hour. We went to In-N-Out. That's where they wanted to eat. I go, "There's a fancy place called fucking, what's that place? Mastro's.
Right there.
A 5-star hotel, a 5-star restaurant." No, In-N-Out. So I went and bought everyone In-N-Out. they drove away. It's been a blur since then. Until you guys came up here. It's been an absolute blur. I don't know what's going on. It's just because there's still a lot of crying in the house and just sporadic.
Yeah, your brother just texted me saying your mom's in shambles.
Oh, fuck, man.
Episode 213.
You know
Bobby Lee's Uma.
Oh my God, I know a lot of songs.
Yeah.
But don't ask me singing,
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, Ma. I love you so much, and I
Why
it's
you
been a hard
sorry
time.
about that?
No. I'm just in general. I just feel sorry for what we're going through.
But a whole family going through the same thing, right?
Yeah, I don't think I'm processing it right though.
No, you are a little bit late. I mean, you are going slow. Like Steve and I, we look at in eyes, and then we start crying. Even now, we start look in eyes, and if I like water the eyes, he start crying. But he never show his emotions, Don't bottle up. You gotta get it out.
I honestly I don't know what's going on. I think about it every night. I'll sit down at the edge of the bed and analyze what am I feeling? Why am I and I just don't know. I've never been here before. I don't know how to feel.
I don't know how either. That's my first husband I lost.
Yeah.
So how do I feel? I didn't know. That's why, right after his death, I burst to cry because I didn't expect that. I thought I realized he's never gonna come back to me. That, that's how we go through all together.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been hard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we had up and downs. One time I hate him. I'm gonna divorce him after kids growing up. But then you guys growing up. Wow, he treated me so nicely.
Yeah.
So I just didn't divorce him, and we live up to here.
Yeah. I mean, I think that when the kids moved out of the house, it got better for my mom because he relaxed more.
Maybe no pressure.
The pressure,
but
yeah.
all the discipline I do, all the education I do, he didn't do nothing. He just making money.
Yeah.
But everything else, even moving. I have to pack everything, even little items. He just, come in a new house.
Yeah.
Say hello,
That's what I did for this
That's what
house.
she's doing now.
I'm sorry. You got
Same
from
thing.
your daddy.
I got it from my dad.
Not me.
Yeah. Yeah. Get it done, babe. Just FYI, get it done. Because my tolerance
it's dwindling.
It's dwindling.
Yeah, because
Oh, so he did that too.
Yeah, every time that's my job. And raising kids, that's my job. Cleaning the house, that's my job. No, I hired the cleaning lady.
Yeah.
But I gotta watch her to do it,
Yeah.
So and he never involved any school,
curricular activities. No.
Yeah, because I follow them, like tennis and soccer and softball and what else?
Even wrestling.
We never fucking played softball.
Taekwondo?
We never fucking played softball, Mom.
Taekwondo.
We did taekwondo.
Wrestling?
And oh yeah, that's a big thing for.
I love you.
That was weird.
Yeah.
You guys just bonded. That's nice.
No, because I look like him. I watched his movie like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
He reminds me of.
Yeah.
I want to know who this actor is.
I want to say this, Mom. That I guarantee you that guy.
Which guy? Oh, okay.
Just saying, that guy is this guy.
Maybe. But he's a lot older, twice older than he.
Oh, he's twice also in the future.
I think he's on. Are you in your 20s, right? Or
30.
30, yeah.
Maybe.
We might have to show him, my mom, the video.
No, don't ruin
What video?
I just want to show her what.
She'll be disappointed. She'll be disappointed in me.
Right.
I wasn't skinny. I wasn't skinny.
I won't do
He
it.
used to be really
Fat.
Like this.
Oh, good.
He used to be really fat.
Congratulations.
But there's a video of him singing.
That's what I have to do. I have to lose weight.
Yeah.
You don't?
Video, no, by looking at it. But when you wait, it's a lot heavier.
Yeah.
So I'm having a once a day meal.
Yeah.
So I have a lot,
Intermittent fasting. Wow.
Your body's kind of squarish now. It's weird.
What? It's a good or a bad?
It's like SpongeBob, like
Good,
yellow and
good.
squarish.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Thank you.
Good job. You called your mom SpongeBob. That's good.
I don't like a SpongeBob.
Why?
But he's a square.
I know. I know. That's what I just said.
I'm like S.
You're like an S.
Not
Yeah.
like
Like
that.
I know.
Curves.
Sorry.
You have curves. Curves.
I know.
Curvy.
Whoa! What is going on here?
Hey.
Huh?
Lip service. You know?
Lip service. Yeah. Lip service. Yeah.
Episode
That's what I'm
221.
saying. I
Hello
know
to the
that
new.
peasant eyes. When white people do your peasant eyes, you've done it to me before too. Right? When I ask you to do something, you give a pause, like you don't want to do it. And you look at me with peasant eyes, like I'm a peasant, right? And then you realize, oh, I'm higher up than you in this environment.
But it's his natural instinct.
Stop the peasant eyes, George. All right, you whites, forget the peasant. You know what else I'm not saying? Can I say this? I'm in therapy right now. And I understand things. I understand things very clearly to me. And it's a lot about the white man.
Okay.
I've had struggles with other Asian comedians. Can we say that?
Yes.
Can we say that?
Can we say that?
Can we say that?
Yes.
Over the years. And in therapy, there was a lull in the conversation. And I want to throw that out there. I go, what do you think of, Cambodian comedians or whatever? You know what I mean?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Or whatever. Easy. I'm not going to go down there. And she basically said that minorities especially in your field, especially the time that you started, there was no opportunity for Asian comedians. So the few Asian comedians that are out there are fighting for the little scraps that the white man gives us. Back in the 90s. Mm-hmm. No auditions. We had got no roles. No one would write for us. So imagine, even stand-up comedy clubs would be like, they wouldn't only put one Asian on a lineup. They're never two, right?
Yeah. So you end up battling each other?
Yeah, so you end up resenting each other when, at the end of the day, your resentment should be towards something that you can't defeat, which is peasant eyes.
And that's where we're going.
That's what you learned from therapy?
Yeah, that's what I learned from therapy. And I told my therapist, I'm not going to say her name, but she's very qualified. And I said, very qualified. She spent a lot of money. She's the best in the world.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, we talked about George a little bit.
Oh, wow.
And she said, watch him.
No, she didn't.
She said, reverse, give him peasant eyes. Oh. So there we go.
Can I see what yours is like?
Yeah, don't ever see that again.
I don't like that.
But anyway, I've learned a lot, and that's so I learned that in therapy, and I've learned a lot about my self-hatred, and that stems from my childhood and my trauma with my dad and all that stuff. But I think in the last section of Bobby Lee's life, we're in that.
The final chapter?
This is the final chapter.
No.
The chapter's long.
This is
It's like 30 pages. It's gonna be great.
No, we're not in the final chapter.
Or I'm toward the final chapter, though.
This is like 3 chapters before the.
No, there's no way. I want this to be the final chapter. The chapter's a long chapter.
I think you're right smack in the middle of your own.
What about play? There's 3 acts. I'm in the third act.
Like a movie, 3 acts.
I'm in the third act. Yes.
Or beginning third act.
I'm beginning the third act.
Turning
Let's
point.
see that. All right, let's move on from it.
Khalyla, thoughts on third act?
I'm not going to fight him on this.
So, in this third act, what do I want to do? And I want to go out in a blaze of glory. What I mean by that is I'm not going to shoot up anything or like explode.
Please.
No, I want to end my life
Bon Jovi song.
feeling healthy, physically, emotionally. I want to love myself. I want to look in the mirror and go, you know what? I like you. Because I've always hated myself. Dude, even when I'm on this show, Game On, and the writers, they come up to me and they go, you're killing it out there. I go, you're kidding. Look at my face. Like, I always downplay my face.
Or your
Or my
talent.
styling. Or
Your
my
abilities,
talent. Yeah, and I rip myself apart. And I've been doing that all my life. And I'm not doing that anymore. I mean, I'm still going to do it because I don't know the tools to get out of it. But the next act is going to be an act of healing. But not right now. I think I'm in the act in the book or in the movie where it's pretty dark.
I read somewhere last week, and it blew my mind, that in a lab, rats perform slower in a maze when they're expected to. So if you take 2 rats, let's say two rats with equal potential, equal intelligence, and you put them in two separate equal mazes. But you tell one person that this
What are their names?
rat A.
Does it matter?
Bob and Rob.
Okay, Bob and Rob. Good.
Bob and Rob. So Rob on the left, the person who is watching Rob, right? Believes that Rob is going to perform well in this maze. That's what he's told. The other person is told that Bob is a slow rat and does not perform well, even though those two rats have equal potential. Now, that belief of him being slower actually makes him slower. So you have to believe in people. You have to believe in the potential of the other person so that they perform well. So it's like when you do with George. You do have to show him love and support and tell him you believe in him, or else he will underperform.
Oh no!
It's the cure to his peasant eyes.
Yes.
You're gonna do great. And you're a winner. You do look in the mirror. You're a champion. Oh.
Does that mean you have to change your paradigm of how you used to be? Like you set your expectations low. Are you gonna now like?
Oh, look at you talking in the asking questions in the new space.
I love it.
Really asserting himself.
I have confidence in that.
Foreskin 2.0.
Yeah. Yeah. What's that? Give me the question.
No, like so you told me like advice. Bobby Lee advice is always set your expectations really low. You're never gonna get it. You're gonna fail. So when you get it, you're surprised.
No.
So what do you do?
That's the wrong way, I think.
It is.
I think that nothing's personal, and I take everything personal. So my therapist is like, nothing is personal.
Yeah.
And then, you got to find the joy in your. Initially, why we do what we do, there was joy there. It could have been 20 years ago or whatever. I might have lost it, but I need to find the joy again. But I don't know to be exactly. I don't have the answers for you, my friend.
My friend Meg.
I'm sorry.
My friend Meg reminded me of something. She's
What?
like, sometimes you have to remember the original dream. You're probably sitting in it.
Oh no, no, fuck, you just hit it on the fucking, Puerto Rican in the barrel. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out
Dude,
the.
that's the
I don't know about.
Can we try a couple different variations?
Yeah.
Okay, so Khalyla say something.
You hit the baby in the moon.
My friend Meg said this.
Okay, my friend Meg said that you should go back to remembering your original dream. You're probably sitting.
Wow, you really baked those ginger snaps and snap. You know what I mean?
I kind of like that.
Really
one.
good.
Episode 226. Andrew Schultz.
Most of these
and the
shows can't
arms
get
of
100,000
none.
people to watch.
I know.
So it's like
it's insane. Here, I go to when I went last night to your. First of all, Santino called me today, and I go. He was singing on the phone.
Yeah.
He goes bop bop bop. You know how the white dudes they did the bop bop bops. Wow. He's like bop 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 bop. He was doing that wipe, and I hung up on him, and then he called me back. I really did. I hung up, and then he goes, "You fucking asshole," and I called him back. Him. So then I go, why are you in a good mood? He goes, I just, I had lunch with you Sunday. I'm excited about our thing. And last night, dude, I had the best main room show I'd ever seen. It was electric, dude. I wish you were a part of it. It was so good. And I go, who was on it? And he goes, I lied that I wasn't there. I didn't watch it. I got caught in a fucking lie.
Right here, man.
Oh my God, I got caught in a lie. Oh,
He's been trying not to lie as much, too.
Oh, I'm a fucking failure.
I wasn't even going to catch on to that.
I wasn't going to catch on to it either.
Right.
I just realized
You could have just kept going. Triple down.
That's a part of my. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Go
I
on.
saw you last night. Good
Triple
show,
down,
bro.
Triple down.
But that's so. Anyway, he goes. It was the best main room show
Lie
I've ever
about the
done.
stupidest shit.
I know, right?
I don't give a fuck if you saw me.
I know. Oh, I do it all the time.
No, but the lie is so arrogant because it's like he needs to know that I was there. Like the lie serves you, not me, right? Like,
I know.
Go on.
So and he goes.
I love it.
Yeah, so he
'Cause
goes,
most lies are for the other person, right? Like most lies are like, no, you look skinny in that outfit or something like that, right? Because you're concerned about them. But your lie was like, man, he'd be heartbroken if I didn't watch his stats.
I apologize, man. apologize, man.
Yeah, there's a
Episode
lot going on.
224.
So there's something
Theo
I want to
Von
share with
and the
my
Guillotine.
podcast
Gang.
fans listening, and I want to share with you because you're a close friend of mine. Is when my dad died in August, I relapsed, and I just want to say that because I know that a lot of people listened to this podcast and knew that I had 17 years of sobriety and a lot of people ask questions about how do I get sober or how do I get my brother sober, and I relapsed. I just got out of an institution. I've been
Call it that. It's not an institution.
Yes, it is. It's
that's like a
FBI.
college, bro.
Or an FBI. That's what it looked like.
A holding facility.
Holding facility. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
investigation.
So I have 11 days sober. I've been going to meetings. I'm dedicated to it again. But I just wanted to share with you out there because I was super sad about my dad passing. I couldn't handle it, and I just had a tough 2 or 3 months. I've had. That's why these podcasts, these new ones since I've been out, since I left Saturday out of this institution, and you're the first guy.
Oh, yeah. Was there a girl before me?
No. There's a girl after you.
There is?
Yeah, but you're the first guy.
Thanks, man.
Since I've been out that I'm having on this thing because I just needed somebody that knew was very funny, but also somebody that I want to be. This podcast is funny, but I also want to be kind of real about certain shit. You know what I mean? Not everything has to be ripping on each other and making fun of each other's dicks or whatever. Your dick is fine, bro.
Oh, it's not that great. Actually.
I know.
I mean, it's
I lie.
good, but it's like it's hit or miss, you know.
But visually, it looks like
kind of a sweet potato. You have that sweet potato.
The shape is weird,
huh?
The shape is weird.
No, the shape I feel like is pretty hearty. I feel like it's a little too hearty, you know.
Okay.
Looks fully edible.
Yeah, but it's fully edible. Yeah. Like you'll see, like sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and it'll have like toothpicks in it. And some kid will have set it by the window. In class, you know, like it's
yeah.
At a science fair.
Yeah, my dick is my dick is not a fresh product. You know what I mean? It's been through several wars.
Oh, it's aftermarket. Bro.
Right. If you look closely, there's 2 purple hearts on it because it's survived 2 wars.
Been through a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's decorated, bro.
I thought it was supposed to be twins, but it's like really premature.
Maybe. Oh, you think that's my? You think that's my underdeveloped twin out of my dick, bro? Maybe.
I could see you, bro. Get a little bit of hair installed on the top of your dick.
Legendary. Yeah. But baby, it works, right? Kinda.
It works very well.
Thank you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You guys are beautiful, dude.
Yeah, and I've also been dealing with since I've been I've always been obsessed with like trolls.
What kind of trolls?
Just on my Instagram.
Oh, not the dolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
really?
Yeah, I've always obsessed about how people felt about me, or
I feel you there, man.
obsessed about if so-and-so got this thing, is successful, that has nothing to do with me. I used to take everything so personally, like, oh, fuck, some fucking loser just said that you're not funny and you should quit doing comedy, and I would lose sleep over it, but I'm not doing that shit no more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Since I've been out, I'm not reading it's just little things that I'm going to change this time around, bro,
Yeah.
Do you get sensitive about stuff like that?
No, man, it means a lot to me that you say this kind of stuff, man. Yeah, sometimes I feel sometimes I feel like it's a little hard to probably to get to know guys like us, I feel like sometimes it's hard to get to know you sometimes, like not in a bad way.
Yeah.
I love you, you're like probably the most lovable person to see. But then I think I recognize a lot of the same things in myself. Like it's just hard to get to, I think we're just hard to get to know sometimes.
Here's what I realized about Bobby. He uses his full transparency and full blast honesty to keep people at a distance from him. It's actually a defense mechanism to say, hey, here's all of me, so don't come to me asking anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no way for them to really come close to him and ask him anything anymore.
Yeah, like the groceries are like in the parking lot, kind of, a little bit.
Right, Khalyla?
What?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm saying, yeah, it's like.
I didn't know what that meant.
was trying really hard, thinking deep. But
you never
it's like
know.
You go to the market, and he's got all the stuff out in the parking lot.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's like,
you just said that.
He's like, can't you see? Like,
just said
you
that.
know everything. Here's everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. It's so funny because I think that like I'm not making this about me, but I can notice as you say that I've noticed in myself sometimes like, oh man, it feels like I share everything. Why do I not have some of the connections that I feel like I should have?
Yeah,
that's exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
Where
Like,
it's kind of like a paradox, right? Because you are seemingly connected to so many people who are influenced by your words, but don't have that true connection for yourself in real life or day to day.
Yeah,
that's and it's really isolating, and it can really kind of wear on you over time.
Well, when I was, at the institution.
Stop calling it that. The FBI holding cell.
Was it a stateside? Where was it?
Arizona.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so one of the therapists asked me, just because I had to list down who my circle of friends and loved ones are.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got to be people that I share with, that love me, and that know, that you have an intimate relationship. Even dudes, right? Khalyla and my brother was on it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, "You don't have any friends?" I go, "I have a lot of acquaintances and comics that I like you, Andrew. I had lunch for the first time with Andrew yesterday because when I got out, I'm gonna try to make an extra effort to not get to know you as a comic, you know what I mean, but get to know you as a dude, because before all this, you were just a kid, you know what I mean? You were born into this world. We're all the same species. We're connected, but so I mean,
different species,
huh?
Different species,
different species, but I mean, yeah. Like, how a dog and like a goat, a dog and a goat sometimes play in the field. That's what I'm saying.
Interspecies love.
Yeah, interspecies. Yeah. I'm the dog, bro.
Yeah,
in that, but yeah. So I'm gonna make it. Here's another thing that I'm thinking about not even going to the comedy store as often. Because when
it's like a place that brings out like the bad feelings.
It brings me because there's a couple of women.
Really?
That are regulars, there,
Mm-hmm.
that for some reason or another, they'll either say something or behave in a way that is not, I'm not delusional about it. It's obviously directed at me.
Wow.
And whenever I go there, I feel like shit about myself.
What are they saying specifically? Just like belittling things?
If they do belittling things, you know what I mean? And they do things that will say stuff about me or to me, or I'll hear them on stage say stuff about me.
But that has everything to do with them. That has nothing.
It has nothing to do with me, but it's also, I would have to say that my relapse had a lot to do with hanging out there in the wrong environments.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I also have to say this about the Comedy Store, that it's not the same. It used to be a place where you could show up, and if you got good enough, you get to go up. But now it's names, and that's it. And that's not what that place is supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a college. It's supposed to be a school where you learn to do it. And I don't know. I haven't made a complete decision about it, but that's just kind of that's why I haven't been around, I haven't been around because I need to figure out what I want to do,
Mm-hmm.
I even thought about not doing this for a bit when I was in the institution.
I can feel that, man. This gets hard. This podcasting gets hard sometimes, man.
Yeah, because you put,
Yeah, I start to become like, there are times like this year I didn't know if I was like myself, if I was a character of myself, if I did, like times where I didn't know what was going on, where like, and you want to be there for everybody because you feel like the people that listen are there for you, but sometimes like I just didn't even, like I was just like, what am I even gonna say? Like I just felt so just kind of empty almost as just not as a person, but just as, and it's in like a self-pity thing. I just felt like, man, I'm on this train and there's no real way. Like people are going to be upset if I don't do it. Just and a lot of the stories, some of it was in my head, like because really people will be supportive no matter what,
Yeah.
But,
that's what I ultimately. That's why I'm going to continue to do it. Was just that, bro. It's. I'm trying to. I know that this character that I do isn't essentially who I am. It's a little bit of a mask.
Yeah.
Right. And sometimes I would wear this mask out into the world, right? And then when you don't take off the mask and see who you really are, you get lost, bro. You don't know who you are. Because I have masks where I wear if I go to an AA meeting, you wear a mask.
Yeah, almost in everything.
In everything, in every social thing. And I think what I want to try to do, and maybe it's just because I just got out of but I am, bruh. Institution.
Oh, okay. When you say it like that.
I love the fact you've been institutional, man. You need to be black, bro. Go for 2 more months and get black.
That's what I want.
Dude, yeah.
I remember I wanted to stay there for a year, bro, actually, when I got out Saturday.
When he came back on Saturday, he cried the whole plane ride home.
Yeah.
He's like, because, you start to kind of connect the dots about your life, and you're very clear because you're sober in this place, and you have all the support. And now you're on a plane to go home with all the things that have either made you happy or sad, and you have to mitigate that on your own, and you're not so sure that a week's worth of the help is going to kind of has put you on the right path or not, or if it's enough, or can you manage? So that it's scary.
Yeah, it's real scary. That's how you went there for a week?
Yeah, and Friday there was this dude in my group there. I'm not gonna say his name.
It doesn't matter.
I know.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Can I guess one person?
No, you have to
don't
guess.
say yes or no.
All right, go ahead.
I'm just gonna guess. Let me think.
I'll tell you this: if you get it right, I'll give you $10 billion.
Jesus,
$10 billion.
He doesn't have that.
He's
like,
rich.
dude, because a guy
Episode
like this,
222.
an alpha male like this, man, you
Brian
gotta fucking
Callen
protect
and
yourself,
the
friend.
amazing.
Dude,
I've learned to deal with you bullies.
Whoa.
Over the years.
How do you do it?
What? I go
Brendan
along.
beat me up on the last podcast.
For real? For real?
That jughead, that meat puppet that you call he's very strong, very handsome.
I know.
And a perfect dick.
But
I know.
I do better than that.
What does it look like?
Is yours better than Delia's? Because I've seen Delia's. It's fucking perfection.
So.
Okay, good.
That's a real.
I'm gonna have you ask. Are we on?
Yeah. How about this? I don't think I've ever seen your penis, actually. Can we go to the bathroom and show it to me?
You're gonna see it 10 hut.
Dude, it's gonna be 10
What does that mean?
Right
10
now he's
hut?
at ease.
What?
Right now he's at ease. But when he's 10 hut.
Oh, right. Like a military. Full metal jacket.
Yeah.
10 hut?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then your dick, what does it do? Does it salute your dick? Oh, he's the general.
Makes noise. That's what he sounds like.
It breathes?
Oh.
Yeah. I have lungs.
You have lungs in your dick.
And I can feed him peanuts.
Wait, is this an elephant?
Oh, you're killing it. Don't say shit until I say your name,
Right,
friend.
dude. Sorry.
Go ahead.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do it again. I hate it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome. Welcome to another episode of TigerBelly. Woo! Khalyla, Gilbert, Jason. Guys, as you know, I'm going through a really hard time in my life. So we moved into this new place, very nice facility, and I wanted a guest. I'm like, what guest? I can get the redneck. I can get the redneck. I can get trailer trash, Theo Vaughn, right? But his dune buggy's broken. Okay, I could get the top, Dalia.
Whoa, that was some fighting words.
I have compliments for you. Shh. All right.
It's gonna 10.
I could get to the very top of the peak of the Golden Mountain when it comes to comedy. There, yeah. If you see, if you watch Game of Thrones and you look at, what's the place? The seventh. What's the place? Where
King's Landing.
King's Landing, and Cersei's on the top. That's Dalia.
Oh, okay.
Some of us, I'm the people that got killed by that green thing.
Baker's boy?
Yeah,
You're Podrick?
A Podrick.
Whatever. I'm gonna
you're the
die.
Baker's boy, the
Baker's
fat
boy.
kid, yeah.
Thank you. I'm the baker's boy. Okay. And then there are people that are like in the middle ground. You know what I mean? And there are people above that as well. But see, he's not. Should I call Dalia? No. Should I call the Queen, Whitney? She was gonna do it today, but she had other priorities. Probably Chelsea Handler. But I go, I need, because I'm in a very sensitive, I need a rock. Yeah. I need foundation. You can't build a house on sand. I need girth. I need, honestly, I need authentic comedy. You know what I mean? Not fake shit. Right? The stuff. I need a movie star.
Wow.
Right?
Oh.
Because no, just stop. Right? Because when I saw the Joker, my friend, right?
What are you doing?
I'm just.
What are you doing?
When I saw the Joker, my friend.
What is that?
Right? I saw Brian Callen's acting.
Yeah.
It showed this part of his face for 10.
Dude, that's not cool. This is not
a tenth of a second.
No, see, that's not
right. And
I don't like
it went like this. It went, you know what I mean? And that was it.
No, I don't.
But in that little toot,
no
Oscar.
No, I don't.
Fucking Oscar, man.
Yeah.
Fucking Oscar, man. Yeah. So
there
anyway, so I wanted a movie star.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted somebody in the movie The Joker.
Yeah.
Preferably somebody who had lines and a scene and a character.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get that.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I couldn't because the thing is that I don't know Joaquin.
Oh, man. Joaquin was in a bunch of my scenes.
I don't know. All right. Anyway, I don't know. Brian, honestly, I want to say this. Years ago, when I was really bummed about my career, and you tried to help me out. You really are a nice guy. And I remember one time when Ari Shaffir threw that ice shards onto Natasha Leggero's face. You remember that? And you and Dove Davidoff got up and confronted him. Yeah. Right? You're a real man. You're a man of honor.
Yes.
You're a man of strength. You're the most, honestly, between you and Dalia, intrinsically funny, you've got, and he would admit it too, you're the most intrinsically funny guy I've ever met.
Give him a slap around.
You're fake as fuck.
What?
You're a piece of shit as well.
Why'd you take it away?
I had to take a little.
You took it away.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Brian Callen, give him a round of applause, everybody.
Yeah.
He's the host of Fighter and the Kid, and he's got other things. He's on a new TV show on ABC called Brian's in Gym Trunks.
Nope, it's called Schooled. No,
Schooled,
right.
and
And
it's
the
great.
Goldbergs before that, yeah. And then
Okay.
Complicated Apes, guys. If you want to watch, if you want to laugh and learn. So
I get it.
So that apparently that's what the
What is it like?
Laugh, learn, in #1 comedy special of all time. Stupid.
Hey, to the old.
Yes.
Walking down the street, feeling so good to me. Yeah, having fun with my friends. To the end.
Whoa, those were a lot of clips. I wonder who had to edit that. But guys, honestly, from the TigerBelly team here, no social respect to you. We really love you guys. You guys are the sleepers. You're the Slut Kingdom. We really appreciate you, and we can't wait for what 2020 has to bring.